introducing first, weighing in at 224 pounds, from Bayside, New York, this is Striker!
Well, gentlemen, you take a look at Matt Striker entering the ring right now. Do you know how tough Matt Striker is? A guy who trained where, well, let's say it wasn't really the nice part of New York City where he trained. And for being a blue-eyed young Caucasian, he took a beating daily to live out his dream.
The Johnny Rod's Wrestling School produced many great athletes.
Oh! 201 pounds from Little Italy. He is the Sicilian Little Guido Maritato.
There's one man I know very well. It's that man right there, Little Guido Maritato.
So, Danny, I turn to you and I ask you this question. Matt Striker, Little Guido here in the opening contest. House of Hardcore 4, Poughkeepsie, Mid-Hudson Civic Center, Victor Valianti, Danny Doring, Jordan Schneider. What is Matt Striker in for taking on a tough Sicilian?
I gotta say, Matt Striker probably has the edge in intelligence, and if he's smart, he'll get Little Guido to use his temper, lose his temper, and take advantage. Little Guido tough, and he can go all day. It's gonna be a tough road to hoe.
Well, Jordan mentioned Matt Striker's previous win in House of Hardcore used some unfair tactics.
But against the very young up-and-comer Mr. Annoy.
I actually a little shocked we just saw some sportsmanship.
The crowd didn't appreciate it.
I don't think they're buying it. Matt Striker, I often say, is the Eddie Haskell of professional wrestling, if you will.
A quick go behind by Little Guido here. Ooh, a little mat wrestling right now. A little bit. He's a tactical little guy when he's running around on that mat.
Little Guido can wrestle you. He can fight you. He can do it all.
And of course, you're speaking from experience. You got to tangle with him at House of Hardcore 1.
I did, and I did defeat him.
You did.
I won defeated in House of Hardcore.
Little Guido right now focusing on that left arm of Matt Striker. And Matt Striker, for what a lot of wrestling fans need to know, he's a tactical guy. He'll take you down. He can ground and pound. He is a guy who will get in there and physically dissect somebody.
Matt Striker, like I said, a very cerebral, dare I say, type wrestler, and he'll have to eat all of that today to get by Little Guido.
Oh, but there's a great example of it. Using the ropes to break the 5 count, walks right around the ring post and grabs the arm.
Excellent move by Matt Striker. Excellent. That intelligence is already coming into play.
Matt Striker in firm control, guys. We are here in the Mid-Hudson Civic Center opening match of House of Hardcore 4. So much has happened here. House of Hardcore 1, House of Hardcore 3, Miss Elizabeth's debut back in 1985, and now you're seeing a little bit of a shimmy from Matt Striker in the ring. As I think these guys are still trying to feel each other out a little bit, and a quick Oklahoma roll. The 2 count. Oh, now a small package.
Guido didn't quite get that leg hooked.
I wonder if Guido has something against the announce team here at House of Hardcore.
Why is that?
I don't know. Matt Striker, Doring, you know, he's going after the announcers.
Maybe he wants to be in one of these seats. How would you guys like to do commentary with Little Guido?
I wouldn't mind it if he's looking to face either myself or Jordan. Jordan, I
think maybe
graciously will hand. No,
yes.
I will graciously allow you to step into the ring.
Thank you.
Little Guido.
He'd be like,
oh, big shoulder block by Guido there.
Shoulder block by Little Guido. I got a foot sweep. I took a.
He wouldn't call his own match though. So.
I know, but it would still be funny. I'm just kind of.
Oh, and a leg sweep on the referee.
There's something you don't see every day.
The referee kicks out and a leg sweep of his own against Striker.
What is going on here? The whole reffing show just about beat Matt Striker.
Ladies and gentlemen, we officially have reindeer games here at House of Hardcore 4.
I'm baffled and confused right now. So who's facing who now?
I think it turned into a 3-way dance the whole reffing show. Who, by the way, looks very svelte.
Yes, he has gotten in much better shape. Oh, Guido.
Yeah, there it is.
And there it is.
That's the Matt Striker that I know. Now he's turning it up a notch.
I mean, you can't blame him. Guido turned his back on him, on the veteran Matt Striker.
Little Guido should know, never turn your back on your opponent. He knows that better than anybody.
Especially on Matt Striker, a nice slam. And now, that's the arrogance that I like about Matt Striker. He'll slap you in the face and then talk about it while he's doing it.
Well, there's always a few seconds for some posing. Striker whips him off the ropes. Guido able to duck the line. Big cross body. He got all of that. That could be it. No, only a 2 count.
Oh, walked right to a solid right hand.
He might be out.
Sean Hansen's checking it out, make sure it was closed. I mean, make sure it wasn't closed, I should say. Little Guido, though, with the high cross body, not really known as a aerial wrestler, despite his size.
Oh! Incredibly unique offense by Matt Striker, putting his throat across the bottom rope.
And this is that aggressiveness that I like out of Matt Striker. And what I say about Matt Striker being a tactician in the ring, right now he's working on that left arm. Wait till he goes after that left knee, because he can see how heavy it's braced right now. And look at Matt Striker go right to work with a beautiful submission in the center of the ring.
That could be it. That could be it. Guido's got a strong resolve, though. I don't think he's going to quit.
Look at
he's really cranking it.
Look at the torque on that right there. You're talking about a torn labrum. He might pop out a joint here. Matt Striker showing no mercy in the middle of this ring.
Guido able to get to his feet in the chin breaker.
Oh, that'll cause you to eat applesauce for the rest of the weekend.
He rearranged his teeth there.
Oh.
Striker followed him in quick. Nobody home.
Guido chopping the tree down.
Oh, big knife edge chop and a kick to the back of the knee. Striker's on rubber legs, throws a punch of his own, and a side Italian leg sweep.
Yes, it was.
Oh.
We call that skis to the face because of Guido's large feet.
You heard that kick all the way in Ardsley, New York. Nice reversal by Matt Striker. Oh,
That's disrespectful to this crowd here, especially anybody that's tired. Oh!
Well, he got caught. This could be it.
That's going to be it. There's no way.
Matt Striker somehow, some way escaping out of the back door. What a big aerial move by little Guido.
Chop to the midsection. Oh, Striker set him up for something big there. He got all of it.
The Striker looking a little confused. That was a pretty big high impact move. Whoa!
That could be it. Oh, the understreet streak was almost over.
These two guys going back and forth.
The Maritano. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
And his head bounced off the mat. Guido picks up the victory here at House of Hardcore 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, the Sicilian Shooter, Little Guido Maritano.
Hard-fought victory. Came right down to the wire, a lot of near falls, but in the end, Little Guido had enough to get it done. Congratulations to Little Guido Maritano in winning the opening bout here at House of Hardcore 4.
Oh, that's one big thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, weighing in at 330 pounds, from Middletown, New York, Ben of Beast Ortiz.
This is the beast getting in the ring, fellas. This young athlete, this thoroughbred, he was at House of Hardcore number 3.
Well, don't forget he made his debut at House of Hardcore 2.
Weighing in at 225 pounds, from the Isle of Samoa, Lance Anoa'i.
And this young man, you talk about a heritage, a family tree lineage in professional wrestling. I don't know if you can find anybody that has deeper roots in this industry.
No, I mean, there's very few families that when you think wrestling, you think, you know, the Harts, the Samoans. But man, this guy, and he's young too. I mean, he's got so much potential for growth. And last time had an incredibly tough contest against Matt Striker. Unfortunately, came up short, but he's back tonight.
So this is a battle of two men looking to pick up their first HOH victory, correct?
Yes, first official main show victory.
Correct. And when you're young, Danny, and you're on a show like this, like House of Hardcore, you put a little extra pressure on your back, don't you? When you're finally trying to make it in this business, you're trying to get that first break.
The jitters are a little bit more apparent, yes. I mean, there's a lot more, you know, not that every show you don't get those pre-match jitters and you want to make a good effort and win, but on big shows like this, absolutely, it steps it up a notch. It's got that playoff feel, if you will.
Oh, up and over. Up Whoa, and the big fella going through the air, and I don't think that's going to be his forte here. I think he's going to have to rely on his strength and his power and a high cross body. Only a 1 count.
But he still got up there, so you can't discount his aerial repertoire.
Nice arm drag and a drop kick, and another arm drag from Inoue. And you know, I mean, after his match last time with Matt Striker, he actually broke his leg. So I know the recovery, I mean, it obviously went well, but he hasn't been back from injury that long. So I wonder how that's going to play into the matchup tonight.
And wrestling is a lot about cardio and being able to get going. You don't know how long these matches, he could be looking to end this match quick, but I'm sure his opponent, the Beast, is looking to do the same. And for Ortiz, if you know that your opponent's got a bad wheel, you're trying to ground him. And for the guy the size of Ortiz, he should just be using his strength, not going to the air.
Sure. Well, then again, sometimes you like to show up your opponent at what they do best.
Well, but if you know your opponent that has had a leg injury, it's your responsibility to do that homework and exploit that injury if at all possible.
Another 1 count, and Ortiz again going to the outside. That's twice now. He's trying to slow the momentum of the young Samoan.
Trying to clear out those cobwebs. You know, like you said, a win on the stage of House of Hardcore, I mean, it just does wonders for your career, but a loss, that can do some damage, so you definitely want to take your time.
Lance is thinking something here.
It's not always safe to roll out of the ring, is it? Oh, he was waiting on him on that one. You might say he baited him on that one, wouldn't you?
He went rigor mortis. Ortiz quickly in, looking for a cover. He could have it here.
That could be it. He might have knocked him cold.
Should have hooked the leg.
Not a lot of authority on that kick out, though, was it?
Able to get that out at 2 here. Now Ortiz, he's got to stay on top of him. You are this big, and you have this much size advantage on your opponent. You should be wearing him out. And right now, just a blatant choke, and the referee having to step in there and monitor the 5 count.
Kingston's not going to let that go to 5. He'll disqualify it. Trust me on that.
Oh. Crowd trying to get Lance back into it, and Ortiz going to cut him off there with a shot to the midsection, and now just a stiff almost forearm right to the face.
That was just like running into a brick wall. Ortiz just kind of flared up at him. Setting him up for a big suplex. Nice elevation.
Look at the strength. Look at the strength.
Letting the blood flow, let him think about it. Oh! And drops him right on the knee. That's got to be it. Go for a cover.
He's out. That's it. I mean, that's concussion city, the back of the head. You just can't hit someone there.
I think he just threw away a victory right there. He hesitated on that pinfall, and he didn't put his whole body weight on him. He could have had the 3 right there if he jumped on it.
Oh, right to the side of the head. And these guys are young. Ortiz is young. That's something he's going to have to learn from as he goes for another cover. And again, just a 2 count. Here at House of Hardcore 4. Don't forget you can find the DVDs online, houseofhardcore.net. RF Video. Follow us on Twitter at House of Hardcore. And we are back in Poughkeepsie. House of Hardcore 4. And the Beast right now just laying that weight. And that weight really, that's a move in its own when you're just drawing the energy from your opponent that he has to try to get that big mammoth off.
Anytime you can lean on your opponent, you're taking a rest at the same time, forcing him to fight.
He turned him inside out. Sorry to cut you off.
No, not at all.
Big clothesline, but he still didn't hook the leg.
He's not distributing that weight across the body, and he's not hooking that leg. He's thrown away at least three counts, I think, in this match so far. It could come back to haunt him.
You know, but that's part of it, and he'll go back and watch the tape. Hopefully at HOH 5 and HOH 6, he'll be better for it.
Is it arrogance on his part? I mean, now he was just yelling at the crowd. He's not hooking the leg, or is it was just the youthfulness of the young man?
It's a combination of both. You got to believe that it's a little bit of youthfulness, a little bit of cockiness. At the same time, he might sense that he has his opponent right where he wants him. Then he had his foot under the ropes, and that caused the break.
Yes, the referee would not make the count, and again, did not hook the leg. Did not put that big midsection or stomach, anything across Inoue's shoulders.
And that time, it's a little bit about awareness. You know your opponent's that close to the ropes, just roll him a little bit, you know, shoot the half, just try anything you got to do depending on how he's laying on the mat to move him away. He could have had another victory right there.
As impressive as he looks in this match, he's making some rookie mistakes. And the one thing you don't want to do that I can tell you that I know is you don't want to hit a Samoan in the head.
Inoue fires back with a couple right hands off the ropes.
Big headbutt. That dropped the big man.
Took him off his feet with ease. Now he's setting him up for something else. He's got something in mind. Big Ben Ortiz able to reverse, follows in, catches the elbow right to the chin. Fouls it again. Anoy able to get out of the way.
Big splash in the corner, getting some momentum, building it up.
Flying knee right to the chin. That could be it.
That knee would have knocked
And
down
notice
onto
he
the
hooked the leg
Giant.
and put all his weight across him. Only a 2 count.
That knee would have knocked down the biggest. That was strategically planted right under the jaw, and I will give Ortiz this much credit. At least he had the presence of mind to roll out of harm's way and get out of the ring. You can't be pinned on the mat if you're on the outside.
He's
That's
tough.
true.
He's definitely tough. But look, I think he's going to go for that dive again in the same spot as before.
Didn't work once. Why would it work the second time?
Oh! Holy cow!
Are we going to get an HOH chant on that, people? No, we got a holy something else chant.
Same thing.
Close enough. Starts with an H.
That begins with an H.
Yes, sir.
And finally the risk paying off. That's got to be it, right?
I mean,
would think
all he has
so.
to do is pin him.
Ortiz showing his toughness. He's showing us something again. He's got a lot of resolve. But notice that Lance is hooking the leg and trying to get that pinfall with everything he can.
Now, I talked earlier in the match about Ortiz laying a little bit of weight during the headlock to try to take away some of the breath. Now, when you hook the leg, that's making the opponent work as well. Anything you can do to gain the advantage.
Anything.
Sure, that's why when you grind your forearm in their face, I love that. Easily catches him in the air, setting the Samoan up.
Oh, that's got to be it.
Look at the bridge.
That time he put all that 300 pounds across Anoy's chest.
He can't believe it. He is looking at the official.
I'm a little shocked too, and it's not the official fault. He has a very consistent count, and it's the first time in the match he laid all that weight against him for that pinfall, and yet came out the back door, sucked it out there. Somehow he got it done, and he's still alive. He's still in this match.
Oh, no.
Big fella.
No water.
He almost jumped into the 3rd row.
I said in the beginning of the match, Ortiz needs to stay on the ground and use his strength and stay out of the air. That might have been the turning point, Jordan.
This could be it. He's looking up. If he hits this, it's over.
Big frog splash. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. He got him.
What an impressive splash.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, Lance Anoy.
Well, that's one way to represent your family, and that's one way to make a name here at House of Hardcore. Wait a minute. Comes Tommy Dreamer.
Thank you, man. This stuff means a lot to me, but it's a lot. I'm a wrestling fan just like you. You guys keep supporting me, and I love you for it. As you can see, there are 3 people standing in the ring, and 1 is missing.
What's up with your brother,
Exactly. I was informed last night at 11:35 from one of my best friends that Dixie Carter has pulled him from this show. Guys, girls, I don't know if you know this, but Dixie Carter is a huge mark for Twitter. You need to tweet her. You need to tell her how pissed off you are for this. Bubba had to go and attend some man show for Spike TV or whatever via Dixie's order. So that bitch screwed each and every one of you as she screwed me too. Dixie Carter, I swear on everything that I've ever done, I will get you for this. It is unfair. Each and every week, these people tune in and you piss them off each and every week. I hate people like you that abuse people like me, Devon, the boys in the back, the girls, and most importantly, the wrestling fans. We are not pawns. We are people. We pay money to support you. And bitch, I am gonna ruin you one day. That wasn't for the deal. Now we get to regular business, all right?
Wait a minute, guys. Abyss just attacked what we thought was his partner. Abyss just jumped his tag team partner tonight, Tommy Dreamer.
Do you think you are? That bitch is my boss. They give me a job and spend life for the 12 years. Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell are you? Who are you, huh?
What's going on?
How dare you talk about TNA? TNA!
Danny, what? Have you ever seen anything like this?
I'm at a loss. It's not completely off format. I don't know.
They were supposed to partner tonight. What the hell?
Wait a minute.
The man beast.
Is that Rhino? That is Rhino.
One of Tommy's
What's
best
he
friends?
doing here? He wasn't advertised.
He was not.
What the?
And he's in wrestling gear.
Wait a minute.
I gotta get up. I can't.
Danny, stay. Danny, don't do nothing, man. We don't know what. Devon attendant. Devon's on.
First off, Dreamer, you show respect to Dixie Carter.
Rhino doesn't work for TNA.
Not anymore.
How dare you have a show and not book me on it?
And there he is. True
Take me
emotions come
back
out.
there to sign autographs. Abyss, you need a partner. Well, you got one for tonight. And I think you want to give me my shirt back, don't worry, because that moron will buy it.
I'm utterly.
I can't sit here.
Tonight,
Danny.
we will destroy you and everything you created, and we will destroy you.
Wow. Well, what we thought was going to be Team 3D versus Abyss and Tommy Dreamer tonight has just turned into Abyss and Rhino versus Tommy Dreamer and Devon. What the hell?
This is completely off format. I don't know how I'm feeling right now. I can't watch this. I don't know how Devon and Tommy Dreamer are going to coexist in a match tonight together. I guess they have to.
You talk about a stunned crowd. This place, here in Poughkeepsie, I'm a little rattled right now, Jordan. Here in the Mid-Hudson Civic Center, you're talking about a place that saw Andre the Giant get his hair cut by Big John Studd and the Heenan family, and I'm sitting here, jaw dropped, Rhino and Abyss.
Nervous if I was Joe right now. I mean, you know, you put this talent together. Don't you feel a little bit of pressure to rise to the occasion?
Well, Danny, I was going to ask you the same thing. I mean, you were an up-and-comer at one point, former ECW champion, master of the Wham Bam, thank you, ma'am. When you were getting in there for the first time, and you were with, let's just say, idols that you watched, that you looked up to as a young man. For instance, Hurricane and Gangrel, and you're teaming with them. You don't think your hair stands up on the back of your neck?
It is, but you feel an added pressure to perform, to win, to.
Jordan, he's going to start.
No, I know. I mean, if he for some reason gets defeated tonight, and Hurricane and Gangrel aren't involved in the decision, he is going to kill himself. He's going to feel so horrible. So of course, the pressure is just insane.
Give him a ton of credit, because not only did he assemble the team, he's getting right in the ring and he's going right in there. He's the one that started off. He's not trying to lean on those guys. So all the credit to Joe right now, because he's stepping up to the plate. Very impressed. Very impressed.
I can't believe Vic Delicious just backed down and ducked out of the ropes.
It's all
that
ploy.
that may have been more of a strategy thing than a fear thing. Then again, maybe he's got some moves that we haven't seen yet. We talked about it at HOH2 during the pre-show, that the stars in the ring then will be the stars of the HOH shows of tomorrow. And tonight, we get to see some of that.
Oh, and a little slap back. He's not backing down.
No, he's not
young
tonight.
Joseph. And Danny, you tagged with him firsthand the pre-show. We talked about it at HOH2. What did you like about this young man? What didn't you like about him? What did he need to work on?
I tell you, right when we were in the locker room going over strategy, how he couldn't wait to get in. He's just, whenever you get a chance, Danny, tag me in. I want to be in there. I mean, the kid has heart. The kid wants to be in there. He wants to compete. And like I said, he's going to make some mistakes, but if he's going to get out there and let it all hang out there, he's going to do good things. And it's just going to be a learning experience until then. But now we have the Hurricane in the ring, and the people are excited.
Listen to them come alive here. For Shane Hurricane Helms. I'm still stunned looking at Gangrel, to be honest with you.
Vic Delicious not getting out of the ring, though.
Two awesome pickups here for House of Hardcore. So incredibly, the roster here is just so incredibly deep. And with Shane Helms and Gangrel being added, I just can't wait to see what else we have in store.
Joe's kind of like the Cleveland Browns. He got a first-round draft pick and traded back up and got another one.
Uh-oh, don't talk about the Browns in front of Vic.
Is that a slap in the face there now to the Cleveland Browns?
No, I'm just saying they always find a way to get 2 first-round picks.
And they always find a way to screw that up.
Well, I don't want to have that to be a microcosm of what happens in this match.
That's true.
Off the ropes, double drop down by the Hurricane, and the superhero pose stops him dead in his tracks.
Look at the frustration now on Vic Delicious. When you get frustrated, you make mistakes, and now Shane Helms, he's turning it up a little bit.
All kidding aside, I don't think that the opponent Vic Delicious and his partners had any time to prepare for Gangrel and Shane Helms. I don't think anybody knew they were in this match.
No, I think as far as they knew, they were expecting HOH students.
Mistake by Shane Helms. He turned his back.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that was a very awkward position over in the far side of the ring. That's more of an awkward position.
Well, that kind of
that's another awkward position.
That's not where you want to spend your Saturday night.
All right, this is a family show, people. Jordan, go in there and fix that.
I'm content sitting right here at ringside watching just like these fans.
Tell you what, Vic Delicious' backside seems to be a little sore after that exchange.
You would think so. It was like he got a backdoor delivery he wasn't expecting.
And now Gangrel into the match.
Gangrel on the wrong side of town.
Yeah, he is.
That's the other side of darkness, you might say.
And the strategy in a normal tag match is cut the ring in half. You got to think that's the strategy in a 6-man tag match as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, but do you really want to leave Gangrel or Shane Helms in the ring? No, you definitely want to go after the younger student. And hopefully keep him away from his partners.
Look at Gangrel going back and forth, taking it to Vic Delicious, taking it to Bill Carr.
Gangrel seems to have a lot of wrestling left in that body. Double knocker. Both men go down, maybe? No, Bill Carr stays on his
He's setting up for the DDT.
Now, is that Monique or Monet?
I can't tell. They're both Duprees. Duprees? Gangrel.
Oh, he's biting her.
He's hungry. It's the middle of the match. He needs a little pick-me-up. But he's turning his back. Bill Carr waiting for him. Oh! I think Gangrel's head is in the top row of the House of Hardcore.
I think one of his fangs might have popped out.
That would have been a 60-yard field goal in the wind. Sean Hansen reprimanding that count, though. It's a chokehold, blatant chokehold.
And look at Bill Carr in there. You talk about a big, aggressive guy. And this whole team that they've assembled now, as in the ring is Cerberus, he looks like a monster in himself. Big, tough, strong, physical.
Very intimidating, very sinister-looking individual.
And no fear going right after the veteran Gangrel, dropping that elbow right across his heart.
It's almost like he wants a piece of Gangrel, like he's singling him out.
Something to prove. And like you said, cutting off the opponent, don't let him make that tag. And now they have weakened Gangrel enough that maybe they can work him down and get the pin. Don't believe anyone is even going for a pin.
And they're doing a nice job of tagging in and out. The cohesion on this team as Bill Carr drops the leg, goes for the pin, hooks the leg.
Great elevation on that leg drop. Came down with all that hamstring on Gangrel's throat.
Gangrel able to come out the back door. And now Gangrel, the crowd trying to bring Gangrel back to his feet as Bill Carr staying up on him in that far corner. Oh,
Gangrel very wily, hanging onto that rope. He doesn't want to go for that ride.
No, he does not.
Gives him a second to think about it.
Oh, and he follows in with a big clothesline.
And a bulldog.
And now this is where Gangrel, he's been in there, he has taken punishment, he's got to roll over, he's right there. Either Helms or Joe, one of these two have to get into the ring for this team.
He's just a few feet away, but sometimes a few feet can feel like a few miles, and he is trying, and he manages to tag in the Hurricane.
And Vic Delicious on the other side. Helms coming in like a hurricane, and he's knocking down Vic Delicious.
Nice reversal by Vic Delicious coming in, eats an elbow for his efforts.
That elbow almost had a European style to it on an uppercut, and now the Hurricane gonna fly, no cape needed. And Vic Delicious.
That looked low.
That did look a little low, but the Hurricane came out, kicked the legs, used momentum.
That could be it.
Oh, elbow.
Great wherewithal by Shane Helms to get out of the way and make his partner drop the elbow on him.
It's not Shane Helms' first go around.
Oh, up.
Sit out. Sit out, bomb, both hands in the throat.
And look at Joe. Joe, the youngster. He's getting in there and the crowd getting behind him.
Nice move, Joe. Go for the cover, Joe. Go for the cover.
Oh, and big Bill Carr. That's just, you can be eating soup for a week.
Joe got anxious.
Oh, Gangrel caught him with the kick to the stomach. He's setting up for the DDT.
That implant DDT. That could be it.
Who's the legal man? Delicious tossing Gangrel out.
I think Hurricane Helms and Vic Delicious were legal man, I believe.
No, he can't steal another one, can he?
Scooping a slit. Wait a minute.
Sean Hansen's got it under control.
What the hell is he doing? Going up to the top rope. 300 plus pounds. Whoa, a twisting senton. Nobody home.
Uh-oh.
Choke slam from the Hurricane. Yes!
That's got to be it.
He got all of that one.
Oh, big six-man win. What a match.
The heavy hitters have come to play at House of Hardcore 4. Trust me on this one. There's ever been a man that's all business, in the ring, out of the ring. He lives, sleeps, and you know what's professional wrestling. This man, C.W. Anderson, is synonymous with the word professional wrestling. Not entertainment, but professional wrestling. This man right here he doesn't come to play, he comes to get the job done, and I can't wait to see who he's going to wrestle tonight.
C.W. Anderson, on the list of those you faced, where does he rank in terms of toughest?
It'd be hard pressed for me to choose a top 5, but C.W. Anderson, one of the tough opponents I've ever faced. This man never quits, he never says die. You basically have to knock him into the middle of next month to get a 3 count from him, and it's not an easy thing to do.
And Jordan, we know he's going to face, you saw it on HouseOfHardcore.net, he is going to be going up against one of their own here in Poughkeepsie, Hale Collins.
Hale Collins making his way to ringside, and like you said, that hometown hero, he's going to have a lot of fans here tonight in Poughkeepsie.
He's definitely got the home field advantage, you can say.
I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with him ever since the first time I saw him when he answered the Master Lock Challenge all the way back at the very first House of Hardcore right here in the Mid-Hudson Civic Center.
You know, that was almost 2 years ago now.
Wow, that's been a long time.
Almost.
And take a look at some of the things Hale Collins has done here at House of Hardcore. He answered the Master Lock Challenge. He was one of the finalists in the Battle Royal at House of Hardcore 3, taking on...
And I believe he was cheated out of the victory, if I do remember.
Well, if Vic Delicious had anything to do with it, absolutely. He's taken on a man that Danny Doring just called one of his toughest opponents in C.W. Anderson.
And he picked up a big win over Crowbar at House of Hardcore 2.
And he had the opening win at House of Hardcore 2. So Hale Collins has had a very impressive run here at these HOH shows, and I'm hoping it's going to continue here as he's going up against one of the toughest. You heard it from our own Danny Doring, C.W. Anderson.
Hale Collins is not taking a step down in competition. He's stepping it up, and trust me, he's definitely taking a level up, and he's going to need to be there tonight to get a win over C.W. Anderson, but God bless him because he's not backing down from anybody. He's taking on the heavy hitters.
I'll tell you what, I've never seen C.W. Anderson smile.
He looks so relaxed, though. I mean, you know, he almost got sneak attacked. He didn't even flinch.
No, I think he needs to go down to Walmart and buy himself some personality. That's just me. But I guess when he's slapping teeth out of your mouth.
Yeah, once he hears back this commentary, it may be your teeth.
That was Jordan Schneider that said that. You can find him on Facebook.
Yeah.
And Hale Collins talking about getting sneak attacked. He flinched all the way out of the ring when that fist was coming at his face.
Well, like you said, Hale Collins has only been wrestling a few years. C.W. Anderson, of course, I mean, over a decade, well-documented career, battles with some of the biggest, baddest men that you could possibly imagine, Danny Doring included. And, you know, tonight would be a huge feather in the cap for either of these men here at HOH.
What C.W. Anderson is going to try to do here, he's going to try to nitpick.
What was that?
That was some incredibly unique
Smacked him with his foot.
Kicks to the face.
C.W. Anderson is going to try to get a body part. He's going to try to isolate a body part. He's going to try to break that body part, whether it be an arm, a wrist, an ankle, a leg, a kneecap, an earlobe. He doesn't care. He's going to find a weakness. He's going to exploit it, and that's what C.W. Anderson's game is.
These two guys still in a little bit of a early feeling out process. Again, if you're just tuning into this DVD here that you got courtesy of HouseOfHardcore.net or RF Video, and you want to look ahead to some of the matches, the huge announcement made earlier in the program was there's a new main event tonight. Yes. It's no longer Team 3D taking on Tommy Dreamer and Abyss. It's actually Tommy Dreamer and Devon taking on Abyss and Rhino after some shocking moments, some of the most shocking moments I've ever seen here in HOH.
I mean, it's definitely right up there with the end of HOH 3.
You guys are gonna have bitter opponents that become partners. It seems to be like a running theme in Tommy Dreamer's life.
And front face lock right now applied by Hale Collins. We'll see if C.W. Anderson, I'm sure he's gotten out of this hold a million times over his illustrious career.
It's not his first time seeing the front face lock. He's gonna get out of it. Hale Collins has got to stay on his feet. He's got to stay mindful. He's got to be very careful not to make a mistake.
Nice hip toss in the center of the ring, and C.W. Anderson rolling to the outside. And C.W. Anderson calling for a timeout, and I think...
It's just like a quarterback running out of bounds.
You know, I'm not a professional wrestler. Jordan, you're not a professional wrestler, even though if little Guido takes on another one of the announced team members, it's going to be your ass in the ring, not mine. But if you're rolling out of the ring to buy some time, I don't do it in front of a guy's home crowd. That's going to get the crowd even more into it.
Maybe that's what CW wants. He maybe wants to give Hale Collins a false sense of optimism to try to lure him into a mistake, and it seemed to work. The timeout paid off.
Sometimes when you think everything's going your way, that's when you make the biggest mistake. Huge chop across the chest.
Hale Collins is not backing down.
Not intimidated at all. CW didn't like that, and the knee right to the midsection cuts him off. Great reversal there.
Very nice reversal.
There's a mistake right on the arm, and CW sees it. You know he sees it, and there it is.
That left elbow went off, not on the pad that's in the turnbuckle. That went off the metal part.
He went off the metal. There's no protection, and steel does not give. When flesh hits steel, steel wins every time. C.W. Anderson knows it, and Hale Collins now has to be on defensive. He has to think about how I'm going to pull off offensive maneuvers without the use of my left arm, because he's not going to get it back. He's got to start thinking otherwise.
Oh, look at this. Now he's really bending that elbow.
And like you mentioned earlier,
you could get a submission here.
Yeah, he might. The steel coupled with this great submission joint lock. But CW's been here, 1,000 times. Could he be taking him lightly?
Absolutely. I think he can, Danny. What do you believe?
I don't believe CW actually takes anybody lightly. I think, if anything, CW is
great arm bar.
Hale's got to get to the ropes. This one's going to be over.
CW is not going to play to the crowd. CW does not get paid by the hour. He's trying to win the match now.
Hale Collins trying desperately here to not allow this submission hold, this arm breaker to get cinched in. Now it's really in there. Hale Collins got to get to the ropes.
If he didn't get the presence of mind, good move by Hale Collins. Know where he was in the ring. Otherwise, this match would have been over. Hale Collins has got to lure CW into making a mistake and fight back.
The great thing is CW didn't care. Hale Collins got on the armbar and he put him in a shoulder lock. So CW's ready for wherever this match goes.
The big turning point in this match happened when coming in following, what would you say, a reversal. He came in with the follow-up splash, and that arm, that elbow went right off that metal ring post right where they're at right now.
A little too much enthusiasm from the young wrestler.
And C.W. Anderson now chopping that shoulder and arm. And C.W. Anderson can chop. Good move by Hale Collins, trying to get some separation with his right forearm, trying to get out of there. Keenan's got to get them out of the corner when they're in that corner, though.
Hale Collins not in a very good place right now, and this is part of C.W. Anderson's game, guys, that Danny had touched on, where he is just diabolical. He's going to find a piece and go to work on it. Now Hale Collins trying to get some sort of effort, some sort of feeling. You can see him trying to shake some blood into that left arm, and looks like Hale Collins starting to pick up the momentum.
He's swinging that right arm. He's got to swing it for the fences.
2 big clotheslines, follows him in with the back elbow.
That time he hit it, not on the ring post.
He's got CW on the run a little bit.
Oh!
Beautiful move by Hale Collins, getting out of the way. C.W. Anderson ate a face full of turnbuckle. He's got to make a move now. He's got to start thinking of what can I do to put this guy away.
Nice leg lariat.
You got a 1. C.W. Anderson coming out the back door.
You see Hale Collins still favoring that left arm and trying to get some feeling back into it. It's hard to use your upper body. You can be built like $1 million like Hale Collins is, but you can't use your left arm. You're not going to be able to do anything to your opponent. Oh, look at this.
Unless you can utilize those kicks.
Look at those educated feet. Oh!
Beautiful move.
Modified famouser.
A lot of elevation, a lot of torque. And that could be it for CW. He's kicking his cup. And he gets out the back door. Great resiliency by C.W. Anderson.
If he had maybe gone for the cover a half a second sooner, he could have won the match right there.
I think you're right. He's still trying to shake it off, though. I mean, he's thinking about it. Anything you do, anything that you, touching the ropes, touching anything moving, it hurts that arm right now.
Nice head kick miss.
And
CW with a huge left hand.
No way. See, I thought he knocked him out.
That left hand will knock you senseless. Trust me, I felt it, and it doesn't tickle.
C.W. Anderson, Hale Collins here, House of Hardcore 4. And again, just a fist right to the jaw. Hale Collins, he might be on Dream Street. He might be going on Basic Instinct right now, and what a sidekick. Good night.
Good night, Hale Collins. Thanks for coming.
Oh!
I don't believe it.
Somehow.
I don't believe it. Hale Collins does not want to let this crowd down tonight, does he?
Absolutely not, and now C.W. Anderson going right back to that injured arm that was injured earlier in the match.
He calls out the Anderson clutch.
Really cinching it in.
I think that's it. I don't know how Hale Collins is not tapping to that. That's amazing.
Did he give up?
I don't think so.
No, CW let go. That could be a huge mistake.
Hale Collins, yeah, CW just let go of the movement. Hale Collins did not give up to his credit, but CW just let go of it.
Look at him throwing punches right at the shoulder.
Is he trying to Charlie horse his arm? I mean, I don't understand the philosophy of letting go of that move.
He's trying to knock that arm out of its socket with his right hand and left hand.
Nice suplex by Hale Collins, and he rolls through and hanging on.
Oh, front face suplex. His face bounced off the mat. That could be it.
I'm amazed Hale Collins can pick him up with those suplexes with his injured arm like that. He's digging down deep tonight. He's pulling it out of somewhere.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
High-risk maneuver. Normally I would say don't go for it, but in a match like this, when you're injured, I think that you have to roll the dice.
High risk, high reward. Will it pay off for Hale Collins? He is perched up on the top, and a big elbow drop. Nobody home.
And he hurt the other elbow.
Right back to that arm. CW has to know.
That time it was the right elbow.
Both.
Oh.
He caught that super kick attempt.
Oh, an Insaguri.
Insaguri, that could be. C.W. Anderson is on wobbly street right now. His legs, he's still up. Give him credit, but he's thinking about it. He's on Dream Street.
Hale Collins off the ropes. CW caught him.
This could
Able
be
to
it.
roll through. He
What a
got
win.
him.
I don't believe it.
The sunset flip into the pin for Hale Collins, and he picks up a huge victory here at House of Hardcore 4.
I don't believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of
Oh, wait a minute.
Hale Collins.
Oh, C.W. Anderson just Pearl Harbored him.
C.W. Anderson is a sore winner, but he's a sore loser as well.
Referee Kevin Keenan ducked out of there faster than anything.
Spine buster. And there's no getting up from that. Right now, Hale Collins, as impressive as his victory was, is a victim of C.W. Anderson, and he's at his mercy. And believe me, C.W. Anderson has
Come on,
no
ref.
mercy.
The referee's got to step in and do something. The match is over.
You're going to have to get somebody to pull. There you go. You got some some House of Hardcore students.
Oh!
Yeah,
He
well,
ate a left hand.
there he
You're
goes.
going to have to send more than him. I'm sorry. Guys, you're
I
going to
mean, he tried.
I'm not going.
Oh, so you were going to go in there earlier. You ain't going to go in there now?
I'm not. Yeah, but I'm not. That's different. That's brotherhood. I'm not getting involved in this.
C.W. Anderson has taken out not one but two House of Hardcore students, and Hale Collins is their teacher.
Hale Collins is, well, that's what they're doing. They're trying to protect their trainer. They're trying to protect their teacher. And C.W. Anderson, they're going to have to send some people. C.W. Anderson is waiting on him. He knows they're coming.
Is he mocking the House of Hardcore school right now?
He's mocking. Well, he's not mocking the House of Hardcore school. He's just he's a sore loser. And he's going to do what he's got to do. He wants to take Hale Collins out. He wants to end Hale Collins' career right now. And right now, it's at jeopardy if that shoulder's even injured more.
We got to get some referees out here or
Come
something.
on.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say brotherhood earlier?
That's why I didn't run down. I knew he was back there. I didn't know that at all.
All right, he ain't back anywhere. Where is he? That's what I want to know. I'm not getting caught with a cane or a beer can.
Nobody ever knows what Sandman is. We just know that's his music.
Oh.
He could be at the bar. He might not even know that's his music. He might be in the toilet. He might be at the bar. He might be across the street at the strip club. We never know where he is.
There's a strip club across the street.
The one thing I always said is if you're at a bar with Sandman, you don't want to get into a fight at the bar because
Or
he'll listen
pick
to
up
his
the
whole
tab.
music before he comes and saves you.
And you don't want to pick up the tab either.
Never.
Oh, there he is.
Where?
All the way in the
Where?
back of the Mid-Hudson Civic Center.
Oh my God, he's here. The cane swinging,
Beer drinking.
beer drinking.
Cigarette smoking.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
But guess who's not leaving the ring?
CW, he's standing his ground.
He wants Sandman. I don't believe these two have ever met, and I've been around
What do you mean he wants Sandman? Nobody wants Sandman. Are you kidding me?
C.W. Anderson would fight the
That
devil.
guy's crazier than my mother-in-law. No one wants Sandman. The hell you, Danny? Come on, go in there and get CW out before something
I
happens.
am not going anywhere near that
All
ring.
right, go get Sandman.
I'm not going anywhere near the Sandman either.
Jordan, go get Sandman.
I'll go get a six-pack and be back in a few.
I have to drive home. I can't. If you get anywhere near Sandman, you get intoxicated.
Well, I just looked in the ring and CW Anderson threw his gum into the crowd. His feet are cemented in that ring.
C.W. Anderson, I don't believe Sandman and C.W. Anderson have ever had an altercation. First time ever, right here, House of Hardcore 4. C.W. Anderson and Sandman, I hope it's an impromptu match. I really do.
But we're just minutes away from seeing it. The Sandman enjoying his pre-match beverage.
Beverage?
Yeah.
You forgot the S on the end of beverage.
Yes.
Beverages. But he's cat-like with his agility walking across those chairs.
But listen to the crowd here in Poughkeepsie embrace this ECW legend.
That man is an icon. And look at C.W. Anderson. He wants him. He wants him.
Maybe he wants the beer.
Well, he got some of the beer.
He's mad. He's mad.
What an amazing atmosphere here in Poughkeepsie, over 1,000 strong singing.
The HOH fans never cease to amaze me, and we're about to see something special. I think after the Sandman finishes.
Yeah, if he can put down his beer.
Uh-oh.
We got a standoff here, face to face, first time. Sandman's drunk.
That's a party foul. Here we go.
Ow!
That one's for Hale Collins. That one's for his beer.
And the side Russian leg sweep.
That's a white Russian leg sweep.
Oh yes, the white Russian.
Yes,
leg
sir.
sweep.
Oh, that took short work. Sandman clearing it out.
That's a good time to me.
Time for more beer.
The one, the only Danny Doring, Jordan. There will never be another Sandman. Here we go. Battle Royal underway. The winner gets a guaranteed match opportunity next time we come back.
He's leaving, which seems to be a huge mistake.
You know what?
That wasn't my pick, though.
No, you know
Wasn't that your pick?
That was not my pick. It's Ben Boone. Benjamin Boone.
You know, I think C.J. Mir would have won this thing hands down. I think there was no competition for him, so he just left.
Yeah, he didn't want the match next time.
Danny Doring's pick is out by my guy.
No, I picked Mike Mitchell.
Who?
Mike Mitchell.
How many people did you pick?
Wait, is that the Flasher? He's gone already?
Yeah, he's gone first. Everybody knows I'm a huge Mike Mitchell fan.
He was only in there for a flash. Couldn't resist.
That was good.
Where's the big bear? There's the big. Look at
He's
Ben
about
Boone.
to get dumped over the top.
No, he's right in the middle. My guy.
There's a lot of big bears in there. Oh, Brooke just slapped the taste out of someone's mouth.
Yeah,
They need to get rid of her. That little Jezebel.
She just slapping people.
I can't believe you picked Brooke, Jordan.
Well, look at her
Are you trying to
everyone.
date her, Jordan? Is that what
She
it is?
thinks it's funny. I think Jordan does want to go on a date with her.
Are you just trying to get a date?
You
I
want to
mean,
take
I
her?
wouldn't say no.
You want to
But
take her out
look
for?
at her. Look at her. She's kicking butt.
You want to take her out for a nice seafood dinner? Never call her again.
Oh, that
don't
was a
you?
good one.
I
I like that. I like that.
Oh, now she can
Oh,
get it
wait
back.
a minute.
Hey, she put herself in this position.
Giggity. Uh-oh, there we go. Look at the bear. Ben Boone is just eliminating everybody in sight. That's my pick because I know what talent looks like. He will be headlining an HOH show soon.
Mike Mitchell.
I gotta say, one noticeable talent is missing. Where's John Redbeard? Oh no, Brooke's about to go.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Saved.
What
She got saved.
Yeah. Get her out, Bear. Look at that.
Oh,
Look at
no.
that. Your person's out too, courtesy of my guy, the big bear, Ben Boone. I told you he was gonna win.
Mike Mitchell's still alive.
Who?
Mint Mike.
No, your guy was Bartholomew Benjamin.
No, I just like this look. I like Mike Mitchell as far as in-ring prowess.
Look at Boone.
Brooke's limping all the way to the back. She could've
Another
hurt
one
herself.
gone because of the big bear.
She didn't have a nice landing. I'm not
No, she hit the stage and tumbled down.
Oh, there's the SoCal kid. He's up on the ropes.
Welcome to wrestling, Brooke.
Yeah, there's really no nice way to land 8 feet to the
Uh-oh,
concrete.
here's Mike Mitchell. He's teetering on the possibility of being eliminated.
Mint Mike has such an outstanding core development. There's no way that torque would even affect him.
Oh, Ben Boone just planting that young man from California. Thanks for coming. Get back on the plane.
Didn't you pick a guy?
Hey, you'll see him next weekend.
You picked a guy at the last show, and I believe I eliminated him right away.
I picked you. You let me down, Danny.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I think he picked everybody but you.
Who?
I believe little Guido.
Was his pick. Uh-oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
Could we see
high
a
risk maneuver in a battle royal?
moonsault? Nobody
You
home.
never go to the top rope in a battle royal.
That was a great moonsault. But you know what? House of Hardcore, the students, battle royal. You want to get noticed? That's the way to do it.
We're down to 7 individuals. The winner gets the guaranteed match at the next House of Hardcore. Oh, what a spear!
Mint Mike avoiding it. Here it comes. He's going for him.
He's athletic, I'll give you that.
boy.
He's done.
No,
See
he's
you
not.
later,
Watch
Mike.
this. Look
Thanks
at
for coming. Whoa!
My man Mint Mike.
Somehow hanging on.
House
There's
fire.
my guy. Get him out of here, Boone. Make me look like a genius. There he is. Look at that.
I don't think Mint Mike's feet touch the floor yet.
No, I think they're still up in the air.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
That was impressive.
Oh, well,
And so
didn't
is
pay
that.
off.
Ben Boone
How
has
many
eliminated
eliminations is that?
everybody.
I know, how many is that?
Except for that one. Look at this.
The curse of the commentator.
Oh, wow. We got one. It looks like we have a little team action here.
Well, if Boone were smart, he'd eliminate the other guy, and
Don't question what Boone's doing. I told
that's
you.
true. He's eliminated like 10 men
It
already.
seems we have an alliance forming, and that never works in battle royals. Trust me.
What a nicely executed power slam.
Great rotation. But I'm saying, there you go. What I say, you never form an
Get him out
alliance.
of here. I told you Ben Boone was going to win at the beginning. The one guy that I picked from Detroit, Michigan. What's he going for here?
The straps are down.
The Motor City Smash.
Wow, that was an impressive splash. He came down with all of his body weight. It looks like he's primed to win this one.
If I tell you something, you take it to the bank, Jordan. I told you Benjamin Boone was going to win this, and this is all it's going to take. What is this? His 15th elimination? He's eliminated everybody.
I mean, in a 12-man rumble, he's eliminated 15.
Oh!
Oh, wait a minute. That's the upset of the century. Ben Boone is out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Battle Royal, Jesse Seagull!
Well, once again, Vic is wrong.
Boone's feet never. Wait a minute. That was my pick the whole time. I told you Ben Boone wasn't going to do it, Danny Doring.
He is standing up furious,
That's
jumping
my
around
guy.
the commentary booth.
making their way to the ring this time, weighing in at a total combined weight of 433 pounds. Introducing first from Yonkers, New York, the last of a dying breed, Eddie Kingston.
Another two no-nonsense
and his tag team
individuals.
partner from Brooklyn, New York, the notorious 187 Homicide. They are Outlaws Inc.
Now, you talk about two guys that don't take lip from anybody. You're looking at them, Danny.
Once again,
at a total combined weight of 439 pounds. From Anaheim, California, Frankie Kazarian and his tag team partner from Sin City, the Fallen Angel, Christopher McDaniels. They are Bad Influence.
TNA's loss is HOH's gain, right?
You take a look at these two guys, maybe, just maybe, the most underrated tag team in the last 5, 6, 7 years.
Another two guys I've been in the ring with and bona fide world tag team champions, but on the other side you have Homicide, who also held that title.
You know, Bad Influence making their House of Hardcore debut tonight. Not to take anything away from Eddie Kingston and Homicide. Next week, House of Hardcore California, West Coast Invasion, Bad Influence versus the Young Bucks.
That's gonna be one heck of a match. But let's not outshine what we're about to see here. This could be magical right here, because I'm telling you, I know Homicide and Daniels are no strangers to each other. I think these two teams are gonna let it all hang out. Homicide and Kingston, House of Hardcore mainstays, and they definitely took it to
Big XLG last time.
To the wall, as you might say.
And not only that, the Steiners. Right? I mean, they've been in there with a who's who of the House of Hardcore tag team division, looking to get a win tonight.
What does Eddie have in his hand?
Is that
a hammer?
The hammer to ring the bell?
Well, Eddie Kingston will hit you with it. I wouldn't be surprised if he has another one in his tight somewhere. Homicide checking out that ramp.
He might be trying to figure out a place on that ramp to put Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian.
I'll tell you, sometimes I have nightmares of Homicide.
Why?
He just scares me.
Seems like a nice guy.
I'm sure he's very pleasant. I just wouldn't have him over the house for Thanksgiving dinner.
Homicide starting things off here with Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel. As Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian making their HOH debuts, which Jordan had touched on.
Chris Daniels, one of those wrestlers who appears way more cocky, but I think he's crazy like a fox. He's one of those guys who'll bait you in, but he's impressive, and he's toe for toe, pound for pound, as good as anybody in the world.
Yeah, I mean, if I could do some of the things that this man could do, I'd be probably pretty cocky too.
I can appreciate a cocky wrestler, especially when it gets it done in the ring like Christopher Daniels.
You know what they say is it really being cocky if you can back it up, right? I mean, like you said, these guys are phenomenal. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen here. Bad Influence going one-on-one, well, one-on-one in a tag match with Eddie Kingston and Homicide. Plus, still to come,
2-on-2,
Tommy Dreamer. 2-on-2, there you go. Tommy Dreamer, Petey Williams, Tony Nese, Alex Reynolds.
Another stacked lineup from House of Hardcore.
What do you mean Dreamer Reynolds? You just confused me with
No,
matches.
I was plugging the main event,
I got
and
you.
I jumped around.
I got you. What about AJ Styles taking on Chris Hero?
I can't believe how much more is left after everything we've seen tonight. It's just been shocking start to finish.
And this is what HOH is all about. If you haven't seen, and this is the first time you're viewing HOH, courtesy of RF Video or houseofhardcore.net, don't forget HOH 1, 2, 3, obviously here at 4, and if you want to look ahead, HOH 5 and HOH 6 as Christopher Daniels now has. Yep.
Yeah, and don't forget to check out the FWE library too, also available from RF Video. Yeah, why not throw in one plug,
Oh,
right?
look at that.
That was great wherewithal by Daniels to hold on.
Hanging on to that arm drag.
Homicide can't rob you or beat you if you're controlling his arm.
You gotta, if you can keep a lot of these high-flying wrestlers, that's the keys. You gotta keep them grounded. And Christopher Daniels understands that.
Ooh. Oh, Frankie Kazarian getting a cheap shot in.
You would say Eddie Kingston, the biggest man in this match by far, would you not?
Oh, absolutely. Take a look at it from our vantage point as Frankie Kazarian, the tag has been made as these two work so well together. Oh, Beautiful move by Frankie. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg, and just gets a 1.
Crisp is even a strong enough word to describe Daniels and Kazarian in the ring. They're just smooth.
These guys, both these teams. Oh, and it's small package, only a 1 count. Both these teams have the accolades.
I think both teams very in each other's lives. And that's what good tag team partners have to be. They have to be almost like a married couple. They have to know what each other's eating, sleeping, drinking, everything. And that's what makes a good tag team. We have 2 of the best right here, House of Hardcore for.
And I mentioned that I believe Frankie Kazarian, a deep arm dragon now. He's controlling that left arm on Eddie Kingston. I believe that the team of Frankie and Christopher Daniels is one of the most underrated teams in the last few years, but at the same time, I got to give credit where credit is due. A lot of people have not talked about this team of Homicide and Eddie Kingston, and they've gone up and down the road together.
That's what I was just saying, definitely.
And I'm sure that's got to annoy them. Like you said, they've been in the ring with the Steiners. They've been in the ring with Bad Influence now. I mean, they deserve the respect that all these other teams are getting.
And again, just a 1 count.
One thing that Homicide and Eddie Kingston know, and that's how to get the respect. They're looking for it, and again, they're not taking light opponents.
No, definitely not. They're facing the toughest of the tough here at House of Hardcore, and for them, you know, respect doesn't win championships. It's all good and well if you respect them, but they only care about winning and getting the gold around their waist.
If you think about it, Eddie Kingston and Homicide have taken on some of the greatest tag teams in the last few decades, let alone the last few years.
That's Frankie Kazarian, and they really have, Danny. That's a very good point that you actually just made there. And here's where you start to see some of the tag team wrestling, which I think a lot of people for the first time in a long time are starting to appreciate, is tag team wrestling, good tag team wrestling. And Danny, you're a former tag team champion.
Yes, sir. And I think what they're trying to do is keep Homicide out of the ring. They're trying to isolate Eddie Kingston.
Look at this tag team work right now. You talk about 2 guys knowing each other well. Frankie and Christopher Daniels setting up Homicide as they continue to go to work.
Well, they're just bouncing all over this place. Nice drop toe hold right into the ropes.
A lot of action.
Daniels slides through and a kick to the head.
Tag team wrestling at its finest here at House of Hardcore.
And I know this is something I've spoken to Tommy about at length. I mean, he and I both love tag team wrestling. We believe it's an incredible art form, and I'm thrilled that he's got teams like Bad Influence coming into House of Hardcore.
You wanted tag teams? You got tag teams. You got 4 of the best guys in the world right now that are doing what they're doing.
I noticed something in that last pinfall attempt by Christopher Daniels, putting the open palm right across the jaw, Danny.
Extra leverage, extra pain.
And making you breathe more. You know, anything that you can do, like, you know, textbook covers. Chris Daniels does it better than anybody.
Oh, belly-to-belly suplex by Eddie Kingston.
Like we said, he's cocky, but when it comes to just technical wrestling and getting the job done, Chris Daniels knows exactly what to do in the ring, and he knows how to get those victories. He hasn't been around this long for no reason.
Kingston able to get out and make the tag to Homicide. Now Homicide going to work. Nice back elbow right to the bottom part of the jaw on Daniels. Only gets a 1 count. But now we've seen roles reversed somewhat, as now Homicide and Kingston, they've now cut the ring in half, and they're going to work on the Fallen Angel.
Well, that's the beauty of tag team wrestling. You know, 2 men can just, well, that's going to come out wrong, so I'm just going to leave it right there.
I would say Homicide very methodical in his movements, very deliberate. Eddie Kingston, deceptively strong. You wouldn't see it by looking at him, but he's a pretty powerful wrestler.
And they're both very smart, because moments ago they got into the head of Frankie Kazarian, which drew him into the ring, which drew the referee's attention, which they do it again. And now they're taking an advantage there on the outside as Homicide on Christopher Daniels.
And Homicide is no stranger to fighting on the outside of the ring. The outside of the building, the outside of the parking lot, the outside of the city outskirts. Homicide will fight you wherever you want to fight him.
Looks like Homicide yelling at a fan wearing almost a Spider-Man-esque mask. Well, we got Spider-Man in the crowd. We had Buddy the Elf in the ring. Who knows what else is going to happen here at House of Hardcore tonight. As Eddie Kingston now just blatantly biting Christopher Daniels till the referee finally steps in, and yet another tap. Oh, going up, going down, and again, tag team wrestling at its finest.
Eddie Kingston might have been watching Gangrel earlier take a bite out of somebody.
Homicide got another near fall on Christopher Daniels, and at some point, Daniels going to have to make a tag, Danny, or Jordan. I don't know how much more he can physically take getting pounded on by these 2 individuals, in Homicide in the ring right now and Eddie Kingston on the outside.
Diving drop.
There's the opportunity for a tag. I mean, he was just inches away, but like I said earlier, it can feel like miles.
Homicide about kicked him right into Frankie Kazarian. And again, tag team wrestling, no 2-on-1 advantage for the first time. I can say they're not cheating. And then he goes and Eddie Kingston just rakes the face across that top rope of Christopher Daniels. And it's not cheating unless you get caught.
No, it's not. Or the referee disqualifies you. He gives you a 5 count to bite somebody, so be it.
And for as much as we talked about so far in this match, the bending of the rules by these two guys, Homicide and Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston right now showing you a very nice submission move in the middle of the ring, wearing down Christopher Daniels even more, and the referee in very good position as the House of Hardcore crowd trying to get Christopher Daniels back onto his feet.
He's leaning on Daniels, making Daniels breathe and fight for air, at the same time getting a little breather for himself. Very smart wrestling by Eddie Kingston.
And it almost looks like he has his forearms pinching the temples.
Pinching the temples, making it hard to think, making it hard to see where you are in the ring. At the same time, you're using a lot of energy to try to come out of this hold. Kazarian trying to get the crowd behind him. Homicide wants no part of it.
And you know two competitors like Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, they're coming here. It's their HOH debut here at HOH4. You know, Jordan, that they want to leave here with a victory. They don't want to leave losers. They want to leave winners.
No, I mean, and like I mentioned earlier, they got that big match with the Young Bucks next week in California. They want that wave of momentum going into that matchup. The Young Bucks have been on a roll here at HOH.
Oh, Daniels fighting up, and now this is the time. This is the opportunity. For the Fallen Angel, he desperately needs to crawl. Right now, he's in the wrong corner, Danny. Earlier, you're talking about the mixed vision, not knowing where he is.
Wrong side of town, but he makes a tag.
And here comes Frankie Kazarian, and he's a house of fire entering the ring. Beautiful drop kick onto Homicide. Scoop up, puts him down, and Kazarian going right to work.
Springboard leg drop.
Goes for the cover.
Able to get out of the way. Kingston hits his own partner. Oh. Nice kick to the midsection. Kazarian running face first into that middle turnbuckle. Picks up Homicide. What's he going to do with him?
Oh, a TKO center of the ring. That could be it.
Homicide's hurt.
Homicide's in the wrong corner.
Homicide is
Daniels is nobody to see.
Eddie Kingston is in the wrong corner. That's not his corner.
Homicide is harder than a coffin nail, that guy.
Oh, draped him over the middle rope. Did Kazarian. And we talk about losing control of this match. I don't know how the referee's keeping control.
Oh, Kazarian plants him face first right in the center of the ring.
And somehow Eddie Kingston there at the last moment able to save this match for he and his partner.
If he hadn't saved it there, it would have been over.
Christopher Daniels still on the outside as Kazarian whipped into that corner. Outlaw Inc. now looking to take advantage as Homicide goes in, looking for that monkey flip. Whoa.
Lands on his feet, clothesline.
What athleticism by Kazarian.
One of the most athletic guys to do it. He's taking on both men by himself right now. Impressive. Great stuff by Kazarian. Eddie Kingston makes the save yet again.
And you could have slid a piece of paper underneath the referee's hands. That's how close it was to a 3 count. As now Kingston coming in with just vicious chops across the chest. Oh, that's just a shot to the jaw, Jordan.
That was like a discus punch. Sets him up, belly to back suplex. Kazarian lands on his feet.
Oh! That's got to be it right there. Cover that man.
Where's Christopher Daniels?
Daniels is nowhere to be found. Somehow, Frankie Kazarian is able to roll that shoulder. I don't know where he's getting it from.
And it has been a 2-on-1 assault. It is now, I'm getting a sense here on that left corner as Christopher Daniels able to get up.
Blind tag. Daniels is the legal man.
What are we going to see here? As Daniels with the back elbow. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Oh! Stomp right to the sternum. Hands across the face.
And Eddie Kingston, what seems like
makes the save again.
These two teams, this is like a game of chess that just is not ending in Central Park as these two guys, these two teams just going back and forth. And I think Eddie Kingston
and Eddie Kingston went for the shortcut.
Shortcut still gets you to the finish line. Not in that instance, though. Kazarian able to get out of the way. Kick to the stomach. Springboard up and over. DDT. All 4 men are down.
I think if you can isolate Kingston, Kingston's the key. If you can isolate him, he can stop making those saves.
Oh, a neck breaker. And what is it going to take for one of these two teams to leave victorious? Could that be it? And somehow,
these four men are leaving it out there. House of Hardcore 4. What more could you ask for?
Homicide telling the Poughkeepsie fans, this is it.
Uh-oh.
Good night.
The Gringo Killer, I believe he calls it.
I didn't know if it was the Gringo Killer or the Cop Killer.
Wait a minute.
I didn't want to say it wrong.
Kazarian able to get out of it. And Daniels now, he's doing the job of trying to take out two guys. Oh, Eddie Kingston. Oh, wow. Oof.
The form of the Uranagi right there. And
Uranagi, what'd you call me?
I called you a wonderful, beautiful young man.
Those straps are coming down.
That could be it.
These four guys have been through a war. Oh, he was looking for that patented back fist.
He didn't get it.
Oh! Flying clothesline with a leg sweep. Great unique offense by Bad Influence.
Eddie Kingston has rolled out of the ring, and that's not where he wants to be because we need him in the ring to make those saves. Homicide is by himself.
And now just toe-to-toe, slugging it out in the middle of the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. Homicide and Christopher Daniels. Which team will make that first mistake, that crucial mistake? Daniels up and over. Oh, he connected with a sharp right hand right to the side of the face of Homicide.
Oh, right in the Adam's apple.
A chop right to the throat.
That'll give you a negative
Oh
attitude.
no, he's going for the cutter. It looks like he managed to catch Kazarian. Daniels able to fight him off.
Oh, is he going to be able to hold him? Is he going to be able to hold him?
Oh no.
No
Homicide
way.
got caught. Homicide got caught.
Oh! The reverse pile driver.
That's got to be it. Go for the cover. What's Daniels doing?
Daniels is setting him up for the BME.
There it is. And Kazarian's holding down Kingston.
Great wherewithal by Kazarian to pick up the win in their HOH debut.
Wow. Holding down Kingston was key. He was making saves all night long. The one time they're able to isolate him, they get the win.
Your winners of that, the team of Daniels and Kazarian, Bad Influence.
It was not easy though.
What a victory. What a first showcase for these two guys,
What
Jordan.
a debut for Bad Influence.
And now I don't have to look forward to it because it's only a week away. Bad Influence versus the Young Bucks. HOH 6.
From San Diego, California, he is Scrap Iron Adam Pearce.
Scrap Iron Adam Pearce making his HOH debut. A lot of West Coast talent making it out east tonight.
Looks like the West Coast is invading the East Coast, and next week the East Coast invades the West Coast.
Some people would say the West Coast is the best coast. I know I like my 90s hip hop and rap music from the West Coast.
Adam Pearce entering the ring here, guys, and we know the match was made. HouseofHardcore.net is where you can get all of the HOH information you need. He's going to be going up against Kevin Steen tonight.
This should be an exciting battle.
Now it makes sense, the 1 hour time limit.
Yes. I wouldn't mind seeing these two go at it for an hour.
I don't think my voice could handle an hour.
Huge ovation for Kevin Steen.
Making his way to the ring this time from Louisville, Quebec, Canada. He is Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen.
They don't call him Mr. Wrestling for nothing. Was in an incredible war with Rhino. I mean, so much opportunity for Kevin Steen here at HOH. And Adam Pearce goes out of his way to just jumpstart this one.
And Adam Pearce getting right on top of Kevin Steen. And I don't think we're going to see a lot of headlocks, drop toe holds, arm bars. I think we're going to see a lot of just punches, kicks, violence, destruction, anything you can imagine. This might be one of the hardest hitting matches we've ever had here in House of Hardcore.
Kevin Steen's brought the pain in the last couple, Adam Pearce jumps on this match.
And Poughkeepsie loves this guy.
He's setting the tone early, and it looks like just like you said, this is going to be a fight. I wouldn't expect many hip tosses, arm drags, and drop toe holds in this one. And we are just chopping away.
As Kevin Steen with the upper hand here on Adam Pearce. And Pearce trying to come in. Nice back elbow there by Kevin Steen. And the big fella drop kick off the middle rope. Goes for a quick cover.
It's a lot of weight and a lot of momentum behind that drop kick. Sean Hansen right there. I think Sean Hansen's going to let this one go a little bit.
Oh.
He better.
Just let them fight. Sometimes like in the NBA, sometimes you gotta let the boys play. Stop blowing whistles and throwing flags. Just let the boys go at it.
And Poughkeepsie trying to get a kill Steen kill chant going as Kevin Steen, he just turned right around into just a straight right shot and then almost a deadlift belly to back there by Adam Pearce.
Nice suplex drove all Kevin Steen's weight down right on the back of his neck.
No bridge on that suplex, all impact.
And Adam Pearce, he's the guy that I take a look at him, and I mean no disrespect in saying this. He's a guy who has done a lot of great stuff, Danny, but has never gotten that big break.
Well, he took a minute, he hit that great belly to back suplex, and he stopped to gyrate in front of the crowd. Probably not a great idea. You want to stay on your opponent, especially when your opponent is Kevin Steen.
And I say that, and with all respect, he is a former NWA champion. He is a former NWA world champion, is Adam Pearce. And I don't think he wants to get into a slugfest with Mr. Wrestling himself, Kevin Steen. Oh, he telegraphed that. Nice neck breaker in the center of the ring and a quick cover.
Smart, though, he's going after that neck.
Now arguing with the official. That was clearly not a 3, fellas.
No, but he's letting, sometimes you have to keep the official, you have to check the official. He's trying to get ahead of the official and make sure he stays consistent. It's all a game, it's all mind play, it's all mental chess. You have to get in the mind of everybody. If you can intimidate the referee, maybe you'll get a little bit of a quicker count.
Oh, now we're just gonna change the chops here, Jordan. Looks like Adam Pearce got the upper hand on that slugfest advantage.
And he just said hi to a lucky
fan.
fan.
Yes, he did. He pulls up Kevin Steen by his beard, and again goes another neck breaker. And it seems that we know what part of the body, and only a 2 count, Adam Pearce has been able to keen on here on Kevin Steen.
He's working that neck. He's going after the neck. Let's see if maybe he comes to a submission hold later and tries to get a win that way. Setting up for a pile driver, perhaps. A lot of things you can do to that neck. That's a straight forearm.
A straight clubbing blow. And
oh, wow. You could hear that in the cheap seats here in Poughkeepsie.
What a shot by Adam Pearce. And then he just poked him in the eyes. After all that, and then he pokes him in the eyes and just pushes him out of the ring.
Well, I mean, as small as the eye poke looked, I mean, it affects you in ways you can't even imagine. If you can't see, you can't fight.
Kevin Steen came out of the gates at the last House of Hardcore show.
Yep.
And just explosive. It seems that Adam Pearce took the fight right to him and is kind of taking the steam out of Steen, if you will. I spoke way too soon.
And Steen getting back on his feet as these two are on the outside.
Yeah, it's the curse of the commentator. You're helping out Steen.
Oh, and Steen goes right into that guardrail. About knocked that old lady in her green dress out. And now it's just blatant. Look how vicious Adam Pearce can be. This is a guy who wants to prove himself. I had mentioned earlier maybe never getting that big break. You don't think that eats at him, Danny? You don't think that he's not thinking about that every single day when he wakes up, every time he walks down the ramp as he whips Steen back into the guardrail, which looked like it was able to bust open?
That guardrail, normally I would say the steel does not forgive, but at that point, the steel lost to Kevin Steen. And no, I think it does. I don't think he gets the credit and respect he deserves as being a world heavyweight champion in this business. And I think he's here to remind people that he has worn gold around his waist. And a lot of people may not give him the credit that he wants for that, and I think he's here to take that respect.
Well, a win over Kevin Steen tonight at House of Hardcore 4 would do just that.
And he's doing the gyrating again, and he paid for it yet again.
He's paying too much attention to the crowd, not enough attention to his opponent, as Kevin Steen brings him in the hard way. DDT through the middle rope.
And that was all impact, that DDT. Talk about affecting the head, the neck, the face. That was a game changer. That evened up this match with one big move right there.
Well, that was the moment of separation that Kevin Steen needed just to get a few breaths back into his lungs and try to...
And it's all because Adam Pearce got cocky.
Yes.
Oh, and here's some more of that hard hitting we've come to love here at HOH is now Kevin Steen. He just introduced Adam Pearce
to the cameraman.
To the cameraman and to that guardrail.
There better not be any lawyers in that front row.
Well, that'll teach you. Oh!
Did the cameraman just hit Adam Pearce?
What the hell? What are we've seen else? What else is gonna happen here?
A little bit of a receipt. Bring him up here. I'll take a shot.
Oh yeah, you kidding me?
I'm real tough from behind the mic.
Pearce into the guardrail again.
Sean Hansen's letting them fight, but at some point maybe he's letting them go a little bit too far.
Hey, this is House of Hardcore. You can't go hard enough. I tell you what,
And
HOH.
how would you know that from all your years of competing?
I've watched a lot. Watched a lot of hardcore,
Steen ran
House
right
of
into that
Hardcore
boot.
wrestling. You know what I mean.
That was a double knee straight to the jaw.
Uh-oh, we've seen this before from Kevin Steen. He loves to use that massive frame of his.
You just call him fat?
No, I called him massive. He's a big guy. Frame right across the chest of Adam Pearce.
That's a rolling sense.
That might be it.
That's got to be it.
Wow, look at that. That's presence of mind right there by a wily ring veteran to know where he was, to reach out and grab that bottom rope.
That's a championship experience.
As Kevin Steen.
And that chant's getting louder.
Yes, it is. Kill, Steen, kill as Pearce goes up, goes around.
But Adam Pearce is a veteran, and he can hear those people calling for it, and it gives him a chance.
That was right in front of the referee.
Pile driver
on that injured neck.
I mean, a low blow right in front of the referee. Setting up for that pile driver. Still only a 2 count. Steen able to get the shoulder up.
Well, Steen is tough, isn't he?
He is, and if his neck's not injured, his biggest worry might be, singing 2 octaves higher after that low blow, which again was blatant right in front of the referee. Danny, to go back to your point, he's letting the boys play a little bit.
I mean, could you imagine if he disqualified him for that? The riot that would break out right here in Poughkeepsie?
Yeah, we need a winner in this match.
The crowd
Jordan.
seems to like Sean Hansen. I think that would turn them right away. Sean Hansen is not. He knows what he's doing. He's letting them go, and
I don't know if he's gonna let this go.
This is he might need to step in here because this is a steel chair.
You can't bring the chair into the ring. Whoa, Pearce
Steen
swings and
able to
misses.
avoid it, blocks the second attempt. Both of them fighting over it, double knees into the chair, into Pearce's face.
That's the back of the chair. That's got to be it right there. There's your 3 count.
Woo! I don't know how Pearce had the wherewithal to get the shoulder up. He is fighting on instinct alone. Steen sets him up in the corner for something.
High risk.
Kevin Steen looking to go to the top.
Like you said earlier, Jordan, high risk, high reward.
As Adam Pearce in a very vulnerable state right now.
Taking a lot of time.
As Steen's perched himself on the top. Mr. Wrestling flies through the air.
Oh! Senton missed, nobody home except for 2 knees to the spine. That's got to be it. How did Steen get the right shoulder up just barely off the mat?
And Danny, you can tie the double knees to the back. That spinal cord shoots right up to the back of that neck.
Back neck and your kidneys. There's a lot of bad things that can happen when you get a kidney injury.
Pearce looks like he's taking offense to that Mr. Wrestling chant.
Yeah, he is, and he just found that chair again, which didn't work out too well the first time, fellas.
No, this does not bode well for Kevin Steen.
A lot of time, taking a lot of time. You need to, if you get Kevin Steen down, you have to stay on top of him. Pin him once, he kicks out, pin him again. Wear him down, stay on, don't taunt him.
Pearce sends him into the corner head first. Steen able to reverse. Pearce eats the chair.
That's the second time it didn't work, but
Steen back up to the top rope. Cat-like agility.
Very agile. He's looking for it now.
The
He's
Canadian.
Got where he wants him.
There it is.
Senton bomb. He got it. Steen picks up his first win here at HOH.
Huge win. Huge win over Adam Pearce.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen.
Great hard-hitting bout. Both men left it out there. But in the end, Kevin Steen victorious.
And if you're joining us on DVD right now or Blu-ray at House of Hardcore 4, you just saw Kevin Steen's first victory here in HOH. Still to come, the three-way match between Reynolds, Williams, Nice, one final time. We got AJ Styles versus Chris Hero, and then the main event, that wasn't the main event, the moment that was the most shocking moment in HOH history, the main event tonight, Tommy Dreamer and Devon versus Abyss and Rhino. But again, congratulations, Jordan, to Mr. Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing participant number 1 from Southampton, New York. He is yours truly, Alex Reynolds.
And you take a look at Alex Reynolds. Obviously, this match means, I think, a little bit more to him than the other two competitors in this match, because out of the three here in the final triple threat match between these three, he's the only one who hasn't won. And if you go all the way back to House of Hardcore 1 with Mikey Whipwreck as a special guest referee, he lost to Tony Nese. Alex Reynolds has not officially won a match yet in HOH.
Making his way to the ring at this time, from Ridge, New York, he is the premier athlete, Tony Nese.
And Tony Nese may be one of the most phenomenal athletes I've ever seen as a fan or as a commentator step into the ring.
Yeah, but I'm going to still maintain that it takes more than being a great athlete to make it in this industry. You have to have personality, you have to have color, and that is something that Anthony Nese has been struggling with, but I like the fact that Anthony Nese just stays true to himself. Remember, silver is still a pretty color.
And these two guys did battle at HOH 1. Mikey Whipwreck was the special guest referee. Why? Because both were trained under the former ECW legend. And in that match, Tony Nese walked away with the victory.
He hails from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. He is Maple Leaf Muscle, Petey Williams.
And Poughkeepsie showing their love for Petey Williams as he makes his way to the ring. Now, we've seen these guys compete, Matt and Jordan, in triple threat matches at HOH 2 and at HOH 3. This is one fall to a finish, no eliminations.
Jordan, I noticed a huge smile come across your face when Petey Williams made his way to the ring. Why?
I mean, how could you not love this guy? Mr. Canadian Destroyer himself, Petey Williams, Maple Leaf Muscle.
And there's something about Petey Williams that he will be forever cemented in the annals of wrestling history as the man who has brought arguably one of the most devastating maneuvers to light. If you've never seen it before, I'm talking about the Canadian Destroyer, once you see it, it may almost ruin wrestling for you because it's hard to, I don't know, it's just hard to top.
I mean, it's incredible to see. I know I shouldn't because I'm a commentator, I'm not supposed to pull for him, but I really hope he hits it tonight. I really want to see it.
I hope he hits it on you. Twice.
I second that.
But then I wouldn't see it. I'd just be laying there looking up at the lights.
You are going to win Pro Wrestling Illustrated's most hated commentator for the year 2014.
Yes.
Three-way match, House of Hardcore 2, Petey Williams was victorious. House of Hardcore 3, Tony Nese was victorious. So tonight, I think a lot of pressure on the shoulders of Alex Reynolds.
Who's breaking down the rules in this one for a first-time viewer? Who's got it?
Jordan.
One fall to a finish.
Easy enough.
All three competitors will be in the ring all at the same time. You don't need to tag in or out.
And a quick go behind by Petey Williams.
And then the one fall to a finish that Jordan brought up is extremely important because it almost means that you have to save your opponent if you're not the one hitting it.
That's right, because last time, as Vic mentioned, Tony Nese was able to pin Alex Reynolds in that triple threat match before Petey Williams pinned Tony Nese and picked up the win.
That was elimination style. Nice move by Nese. And Nese showing you some of that athleticism and that quickness as he goes up in the air. He lands back on his feet. This guy's like a cat. Nice Hurricane Rhino Williams to the outside, leaving the two former trainees together. And wow, this guy is unbelievable.
Nese is coming off one of the best years of his career, defeated John Hennigan in the finals of the FWE Grand Prix.
And a nice Insiguri, and Nese, he loves to live in the air. He may be trying to fly.
Keep your eyes on Tony Nese.
Whoa!
Twisting backflip over the top rope, took out everyone.
And where do you go from here? How are you going to top this?
Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Well, we get the crowd's approval here in Poughkeepsie at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center as Nice back on top of Petey Williams, now tossing Williams in the ring. And that's smart, Matt. You've been in triple threat matches. He's basically isolated Petey Williams now. Reynolds on the outside. If he's able to get maybe a quick roll-up, he could steal a victory.
Absolutely, and this is where Anthony Nice's athleticism comes into play. I would try to incorporate pinning combinations while Alex Reynolds is on the outside. See what Petey does?
Oh, Petey turns him right in. There it is.
Half Canadian crab.
There you go. Does everything have to be Canadian?
I think it's a
and
rule.
he turns that right in.
Canadian crossface by Petey Williams.
He's really wrenching up now on that crossface.
Nice.
Oh. And he continues with the barrage of submissions, and his submission ends the match as well.
Yeah, but you'll notice the way Anthony Nice was shuffling his hips. That takes the pressure off of the shoulders, allows Anthony Nice to get a break. Alex Reynolds back in this match.
And he goes right on top of Petey Williams. Now Reynolds trying to take advantage. Nice obviously weakened by the submission moves that were just applied to him. And now Reynolds right on top of Nice and right back out onto Petey Williams. Smart move by Alex Reynolds.
The beauty in this northeastern area where we are in Poughkeepsie, New York, within a 200-mile radius, there are half a dozen very credible wrestling schools, institutions that will teach you the right way if you ever want to try to come into this business. And you're seeing right now, two of these gentlemen, Nice and Reynolds, are trainers at their respective schools. Of course, NYWC for Anthony Nice, which is Mikey Whitbrecht's school, and the Creative Pro, hang on, which is Kurt Hawkins and Pat Buck's school, where Alex Reynolds is a trainer. And of course, let's not forget, House of Hardcore, and the one and only Tommy Dreamer will teach you the right way to be a star.
And Reynolds with a nice suplex center of the ring, goes for another cover and hooks the leg. Only gets barely a 2 count as Nice able to get out the back door. And there's some old, I don't want to call them teammates, trainees together coming up, and you get that little forearm across the face.
Listen, familiarity breeds contempt. That's the thing. When you train with someone over the course of time, you begin to resent them. You know, you have to realize Anthony Nice has really made a great career for himself, whereas Alex Reynolds has had to struggle. And Alex Reynolds has earned all of his opportunities, but there may be some jealousy and some animosity, some personal issues.
Sure, Reynolds feels he's every bit as good as Tony Nice, and a win tonight would prove just that.
Oh, there's a little showboating of his own by Reynolds after that picture-perfect drop kick.
And there's the difference, because if Anthony Nice did that maneuver, the crowd would cheer. They will not cheer for Alex Reynolds. This gets Alex Reynolds going. He has an ego, and therein lies his weakness.
He gets it twice and goes right back now. Might have waited a little bit too long for that cover, as Nice able to get out at 1.
You can see the slow, methodical pace of Alex Reynolds. Alex realizes that Anthony Nice thrives in a quick-paced match. Back and forth, here we go, here we go. Alex Reynolds is going to slow things down to his pace.
Now the crowd trying to get Tony Nice back to his feet.
Nice.
Very nice.
Great arm drag. Leverage move right there.
Nice going to come in, catches a size 11 right to the face, and now Reynolds trying to keep the offense going, and instead gets a knee right to the face, and Nice checking to make sure he had all of his teeth. He comes in with a nice shot and a spinning kick to the face.
And you can see that Anthony Nice thrives when distance is involved. Anthony Nice gets his speed going. Alex Reynolds more of a close quarters fighter. And let's not forget, Petey Williams is still somewhere on the outside.
Great wherewithal by Tony Nice, quickly tripping up the leg of Alex Reynolds. Springboard moonsault, nobody home.
And that touches, Matt, on what you talked about a few moments ago during the start of this match. Nice loves when the pace is quickened a little bit, when he's able to use that athleticism and his aerial maneuvering to get around. And right now he is grounded. And Petey Williams finally, for the first time, he's had a tough go of at least getting out of the gate in this three-way match.
Now the amalgamation of styles really takes fold with Petey Williams, who brings a great balance of speed, power, and close quarters fighting into these matches. Nice.
First fix pin after a Russian leg sweep. And Petey Williams, no wasted movement right now.
Planted him right in the center of the ring, sat on him. Trying to get that 3, still comes up with only a 2. Oh, he's calling for the destroyer early. Nice is nowhere to be seen. This could be the opportunity. If he hits this here, this building is just going to come unhinged.
Anthony Nice understands that the jeopardy.
Wow. Oh, hey, we can't get it on Reynolds, get it on Nice.
Nice able to roll through, hangs on to the ropes. Petey with the go behind. Reynolds up and over.
Look at these three guys, and Reynolds off the apron into the barricade.
And again, distance is Anthony Nice's friend, and so is speed.
And Petey Williams, he goes up, he goes up. Oh! A Hurricane Rana onto the floor. And now Williams back to his feet.
Oh, suicide dive blocked by the boot of Alex Reynolds.
And you almost can see how the momentum within the crowd, it's almost like an EKG, that heart monitor. It goes up, up, beep, 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 and then it goes down again. There's a pulse to this match, and you have to wonder whose heart's going to stop first.
Alex Reynolds hoping to get his first win here at House of Hardcore. He right now has the advantage in the ring with Petey Williams. Williams was successful at HOH2. If you want to pick up any of those DVDs, you can order them through houseofhardcore.net or rfvideo.com. As Reynolds up and drop Petey Williams, neck across the knee. And he may have had a 3 count.
And that's what you talked about earlier, Matt. Tony Nese having to save Petey Williams from losing.
Well, essentially, Tony Nese is saving himself. Remember, whomever wins gets the larger portion of the money that is invested in this match. That's what this is all about. It is about prestige, but it's also about your bank account. Jordan, you wouldn't know.
No, mine's empty right now.
I thought you had a trust fund.
Well, that's not in the bank account. That's in the trust fund. Double stomp right to the stomach.
And that time, Petey Williams had to basically save himself as this match continues.
You have to believe that whoever wins this match, the entire wrestling world will shine a brighter light on the victor of this match.
As Nese and Williams going at it. Nese picking
He sets him up for the powerbomb into the corner, right into Alex Reynolds. Hits the ropes, follows him in with a knee right to the jaw. Underneath Petey, pump handle powerbomb right on his neck.
And Nese might be starting to show some frustration because he's done just about everything you can imagine to these two competitors, Petey Williams and Alex Reynolds, who roll to the outside.
Yeah, you'll notice that the pace of Nese's offense has started to change. There's more close quarter striking here. You wonder if Nese is modifying his offense.
450, nobody home. Petey Williams all alone with Tony Nese. He's setting him up for it. Nese able to block it again.
Wow.
And into a pinning combination. And able to come out the back door.
Somewhere Easy Money is smiling.
Petey Williams. As lurking somewhere around that ring is Alex Reynolds.
Well, let's assess the damage that all three of these competitors have sustained throughout this match. Petey Williams' neck seems to have been a focus. Alex and Anthony have just taken a barrage of punishment, but no one real particular injury to focus on.
Reynolds doing his best to make sure the neck is that injury.
What a bridge by Reynolds. And almost had the full Nelson suplex.
You've mentioned it a couple of times, Reynolds winless here at House of Hardcore. But if you look at the caliber of opponents that he's been facing, he's come so close so many times. Tonight could be his night.
That's why I think this match means so much to that young man. And we think about all the matches we've seen here in House of Hardcore, whether it was the Young Bucks against London and Kendrick, whether it was the other 2 3-way matches that these guys have had. This match could be one of the best that we've ever seen. Oh, wait, now we got another pinning combination.
The sunset flip. Reynolds reverses it into a pin of his own.
Oklahoma roll.
What a great sequence. The desire, the tenacity, how important is it to be victorious here at House of Hardcore? Nice. Very close to
Incredible show of strength.
Another standing side kick. Wait a minute, we're all tied up here. Oh, not anymore. Who is going to get the advantage?
Right now, it's Reynolds.
Reynolds caught both of them. Double Enziguri and Reynolds on Dream Street. All 3 competitors down, and the appreciation from the fans here at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center is showing.
There is something about physical art. Just watching these things unfold, just listen. This is the type of environment you get when you come to House of Hardcore live. You are a part of something special, and your friends are jealous that they weren't there right by your side. Twitter, Facebook, it doesn't do it justice. You have to be here live.
Petey Williams first to his feet, and he's kind of leaning on him as these two now up trading blows center of the ring. Reynolds still down. This is a one fall to the finish three-way contest here at House of Hardcore 4.
Conditioning comes into play as well, and obviously Anthony Nese in great shape. Petey Williams not too far behind. And then there's Alex Reynolds, who's coming in a little doughy, but then again, I know some tough doughy guys.
As Williams looking to get a little extra here. Oh, that forearm caught him right underneath the jaw, and Nese looking for another impact move and instead catches the back elbow of Petey Williams.
Nese following him in, dumps him right over the top rope.
These three going back and forth with each other. What a beautiful maneuver by Maple Leaf Muscle.
He went for the neck breaker. Tony caught him in a backslide. He's all alone. Canadian Destroyer, yes! Love that.
Wait a minute.
No.
Reynolds, he tossed out Williams. Can he get his first win?
Reynolds is going to steal it.
Oh, you can feel how the timing was just off by a nanosecond.
And then the sharpshooter, made famous by another Canadian, Bret Hart. Will Reynolds tap?
Petey needs to sit down. He doesn't seem to. Wait a second. There's a cover there. Oh, brilliant. And now Petey sits down. All the pressure on Alex Reynolds' lower back as well as Alex's knees. Alex's height's going to save him right here, though. Very close to those ropes.
Oh.
No!
Petey Williams showing you how much he wants, and somehow Reynolds able to get to the ropes with that left arm.
You have to realize that the entire locker room is watching. When you are done with your match, you walk back through the curtain and you must save face in front of your peers. There's so much riding on this match.
Yes.
Chime in.
I'm just incredibly involved in watching the match. I mean, all three
You're
men
a commentator. You're supposed to be talking with us.
I know, but I'm chiming
Did
in.
anyone ever say you kind of look like Kevin Steen?
No.
Oh, I've heard that 4 times tonight.
Who came out victorious earlier, I will say.
Moving on, gentlemen.
And Reynolds going to get the block. Williams going to block. Who's going to get the upper hand between these two? And it seems for the moment it's going to be Reynolds.
Petey with the back elbow shakes him off. Reynolds with a big right hand. Spinning punch caught Petey's elbow instead, though. That's the Reynolds wrap. This could be it.
You can feel that the arena is almost quiet like a Japanese crowd because now they are waiting with bated breath. They have such respect for all three of these wrestlers. It's just a question of if your favorite's going to win. Nothing better than a crowd that is emotionally invested. That's what we have here.
We certainly do, and we certainly have 2 high flyers in the ring, both ironically grounded right now in Petey Williams, and I believe Tony Nese still on the outside, and Reynolds, not known for his flying ability, is perched on the top rope, and Williams going to cut him off.
Oh, no. At the last House of Hardcore, when it came down to these two, Petey Williams hit him with a Canadian Destroyer off the top rope, which was something I've never, ever seen by the DVD, houseofhardcore.net. But what's going to happen here?
Well, Reynolds don't think that didn't flash through his mind was what happened to him at that last event. He's able to toss off Williams, and he gets a foot to the back of that. He's now on the floor, and Nese looking to take advantage. He missed it earlier. Will he go for the 450 again, and he connects? And Reynolds!
Come on, baby, come on.
The opportunist! Oh, that is twice tonight. And the frustration is building. And Matt, in this type of match, as far as we're into it, you cannot let your emotions get the better of you.
Not at all. All three of these competitors have been in high-profile matches, but let's listen to this crowd.
Seems like Petey's the crowd favorite. A couple of Nese chants in there, but like you said, clearly nobody wants Reynolds to win.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm sure there's a couple of people up in the back. But back to what Vic was saying about emotions. We're human, so sometimes it's hard to really put your emotions in check. The truest pros leave their emotions in the locker room. And we're going to find out who the true pro is out of this triumphant.
As Reynolds now has perched Petey Williams on the top rope. They've now switched roles from moments ago, and he's got a double underhook. Could he be trying just to send Petey Williams to the opposite side of the ring? Petey doing his best to try to fight out of this. No. You hinted to it, George. Could we see it again?
Petey stepping up to the top. We know that's what he's going for. Reynolds doing everything he can to block it.
The most devastating finishing maneuver in wrestling today. The Canadian Destroyer, you hit it from the top rope. It might be lights out permanently. as Reynolds Williams going at it. Nice now coming back in.
You can feel the tension starting to build now. This crowd knows that something big is about to happen. Here we go.
Sherman suplex off the top rope. He turned him inside out.
Turn him inside out again as Reynolds looking to take advantage. And there it is!
Petey with the jumping Canadian Destroyer. That's gotta be it. Yes! Petey Williams picks up the win in the triple threat.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, Petey Williams.
Guys, we just saw 3 of the very best professional wrestlers on the planet today.
And much like at House of Hardcore 2, Maple Leaf Muscle, Petey Williams is victorious here at House of Hardcore 4.
Making his way to the ring at this time, hailing from Metropolis, please welcome Chris Hero!
And as much as I'm rattled about what we're going to see coming up later on in that tag team match, this is a fantasy matchup. Chris Hero, as you see him in the ring and you know his opponent, that being the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
Now, Chris Hero, since his departure from NXT, has gone on an international tour, touring with WXW Germany, having a successful tour of Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan. And that international style is certainly going to come into play in this matchup.
Well, you touched on international. AJ Styles, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. So, I mean, there's a guy who's been overseas, and he's going to be able to bring that same level of intensity to this bout, I think.
From Gainesville, Georgia, he is the current IWGP Champion. He is the phenomenal AJ Styles!
And he talked about that championship around his waist, Jordan. He is only the 6th non-Japanese champion to hold that title.
Do you know who the last was before him?
Brock Lesnar.
There you go.
And that was 9 years ago.
AJ Styles, the leader of the Bullet Club, a notorious group in New Japan. And this is such a treat for the fans here in Poughkeepsie, New York, the fans of House of Hardcore, to see this matchup on American soil. I really hope we can appreciate what we're seeing. Certainly the crowd does.
I mean, this was one of the first matches announced for HOH4, and I have been so excited to see it ever since.
You take a look at these two, you know the accolades. Matt had ran down Chris Hero. You had talked about AJ Styles. This, to me, is a fantasy matchup. And obviously the crowd here voicing their opinion on another wrestling company.
And as AJ says, he gets that chant everywhere he goes.
Now, how come they don't like those little ice cream cups? They seem to be angry.
It's because you can't get enough water in them. You know,
No, it's the
I thought it was
spoon.
wooden
It's the spoon.
spoons.
They drive me crazy. You get
Oh, wait, I'm hearing in my ear that's not what they were saying. Okay.
well, I'm confused.
What else is here? Gentlemen, sit back and enjoy, because this is going to be good.
Yeah, AJ Styles, Chris Hero locking up.
Hero's going to enjoy a height and strength advantage, whereas Styles will enjoy a speed as well as a technical advantage. Just the block there by AJ Styles with the leg.
You take a look at these two. Would you say that AJ Styles' this match, because of the size advantage, the strength advantage, is somewhat of an underdog to Chris Hero?
No, I can't say that AJ Styles is an underdog. He's the IWGP champion. I just think right now this is going to come down to whoever makes a mistake. That's what it's going to come down to here. You notice that AJ Styles brings Chris Hero down to his knees. That neutralizes the height advantage.
This is such an important match for Chris Hero, too, because here's a guy who hasn't gotten the respect that he deserves, the notoriety. You know, you said he's toured worldwide, but If he can beat AJ Styles right here in Poughkeepsie, New York, that's a huge win under his belt.
You have to know that hang on.
Crowd completely split down the middle.
But you have to believe that the emissaries of New Japan are watching this match very closely. Even if Chris Hero impresses, you don't necessarily have to win the championship. Even if Chris Hero impresses in this match, it's a feather in Chris Hero's cap. If you ask Chris Hero, though, he wants to win.
I mean, if Hero is able to defeat the champion, you'd have to assume at some point he would get a title shot.
Oh, nice deep arm drag, and again, controlling the body by AJ Styles.
That AJ's offense will always end up right in the middle of the ring. Consummate professional, being aware of his opponent's height and weight, making it very difficult on Chris Hero in the early going.
Chris Hero trying to roll through some of that pressure applied to that left elbow, and now just trying to use some of that power advantage. Nice hammerlock, going right to the side headlock. AJ Styles, you touched on it a little bit earlier, Matt, really going to have to use his quickness, his elusiveness. He's not going to want to get into a slugging match. He's not going to want to get into a power match, a strength match with a guy like Chris Hero who towers him. And right now he is controlling the head, which means he's controlling the body, that being Chris Hero.
Now, Jordan, in my mind, your voice is always the voice of the fan because you are truly a fan. As a fan, what is it that you're looking for in this match?
I mean, I'm curious to see if AJ can dictate his pace and do what he wants to Chris Hero, who like that right there had that incredibly well scouted. I mean, the forearms, the elbows of Chris Hero, if he can knock out AJ Styles, as a fan, that's what I want to see.
So you're looking for the striking prowess of Chris Hero versus the speed and agility of AJ Styles.
Yeah, I mean, the flips and kicks that AJ Styles can throw, I mean, completely unmatched. Beautiful drop kick.
That wasn't beautiful. That was picture perfect drop kick. Chris Hero getting back to his feet. AJ Styles, after maybe knocking Hero a little loop, he goes in with a big knife edge chop, and Hero fights him off. Answers back with a chop of his own.
This is where the pro wrestling or Japanese influence comes into play. These hard strikes, which are really designed to wear you down, make your heartbeat literally skip a beat, throw off your equilibrium. This is where the match is going to smooth.
And there you notice AJ kicked him right in the kidneys, another way to slow down your opponent.
Yeah, another way to make him pee blood.
Yes, that's always fun.
AJ Styles showing a little bit of strength with a nice backbreaker.
Again, right to those kidneys.
And you bring up a good point, because if the lower back is compromised, the kidneys, the liver, and all that stuff, it makes it hard to stand up straight and be fully erect. And of course, that will take away Hero's height advantage. Do not make a joke about
I was just going to say, if he's not on his feet, he wouldn't be able to throw his discus elbow. I don't think there was anything that I could have called you there. Chop by Hero right across the chest of Styles. Another one almost in the throat. And a kick to the face. I thought AJ had some impressive kicks. Hero is really impressing with his knees now, too.
AJ might think he's back in Japan after that kick. And now Hero showing some of that strength. AJ showing some of that quickness. He's going up.
Sunset flip attempt. Hero able to roll through. AJ rolls right into a Hurricane Rana. Beautiful head scissors into that.
Notice how AJ has slowed it down right here.
He's going to go up and over. Ooh, lands on his feet, though.
The long legs of Chris Hero.
And Chris Hero's he's a big guy, but he seems to be a new breed. He's very athletic for his size. He's very nimble on his feet. He's able to do things that guys his size you don't typically see.
Kind of like a Jason Hayward or a LeBron James, whereas now height is almost discounted and we start to look more at agility. When's the last time you heard LeBron, Jason Hayward, and Chris Hero all in the same sentence?
I don't think anyone has ever heard that. What you just did here first, courtesy of Matt Stryker, and another pump kick on the outside as AJ Styles almost falls into the first row if that guardrail wasn't up.
I think Hero's doing everything he can to kick the teeth out of AJ's mouth.
I think he's doing everything he can to keep AJ Styles down on the ground, because if AJ Styles can't go flipping and flying around.
Did you see that right there by Hero rolling in to break the count and right back out to stay on top of AJ? Great ring presence. Hero setting up for something big. Oh, a stomp to the back of the head.
There you go, Jordan. There's those strikes you were talking about. Could this be it?
All the flips in the world can't prepare you for that.
Now that referee might be a little careful, more careful with his choice of words when arguing counts with Chris Hero.
There's still a respect for an official.
Nobody wants to get that big fine for laying your hands on an HOH official.
Son doing everything he can to neutralize this guy.
And again, going to work, and these aren't just these aren't headlock takedowns, these aren't just, these are fierce precision point strikes with the knees, fists, elbows. He is out there trying to hurt AJ Styles. Now Styles showing some life in him here at HOH 4.
Notice how AJ fell into the ropes. That's the sign of a champion. Could this be it?
Hero quickly went for the pin. Didn't want to waste a second.
You know, there is also an international feeling to this match. Of course, we've well documented AJ Styles' affiliation with New Japan, but Chris Hero has constantly been known as a pro wrestling Noah guy. And right now, New Japan and pro wrestling Noah are at the top of Japanese wrestling. So you have to believe that somewhere in Tokyo Square right now at 4 in the morning, this match is being shown on that big screen in Roppongi, and I'm sure half the street is rooting for AJ, while the other half is rooting for Chris Hero.
Chris Hero firing up this crowd. I'm a little stunned right now. I haven't seen this many hard strikes to a guy in one match as another cover in a
Since
two.
your wedding.
Oh, come on. Throw that out there.
AJ gets the left shoulder up.
I'm not married. I can make these jokes.
God bless. Kick to the side of the head. AJ's in a lot of trouble here. You know, obviously he didn't count Hero out, but maybe he's looking ahead to tomorrow's match. Who knows?
How many times have you seen AJ Styles just get hit once, clubbed on the back, and fall straight to the mat because his legs went from underneath him?
Well, the thing I'm noticing, and Jordan just passed me a note here, is that AJ Styles hasn't really mounted much of an offense in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Hero stomping his way up the stage. That's got to be 30, 40-foot ramp. Oh!
And those were 2 knees right into the back, which is where AJ Styles was focusing on in the beginning, if you remember, with shots to the kidney. And now Styles, he's all fired up.
Hero's bringing out a more aggressive side to AJ Styles.
And again, Chris Hero cutting off AJ Styles before he can get any momentum built.
And Vic, you brought up a great point how this match is transcendent. Not a lot of arm drags and drop kicks, but a lot of stuff you'd see in a bar fight, and that's something that everyone can relate to.
Been in a few of those, Matt.
Hero with a nice nip up, taking a page out of AJ Styles' book.
Oh, out of nowhere. And that's that quickness, that's that elusiveness that we talked about had to be AJ Styles' bread and butter.
But you notice Chris Hero rolls on to his front. AJ Styles stayed down on his back. That shows you that Chris Hero has far more in his tank than AJ does.
And the referee now up to 4 as Hero looks like he's back to his feet first.
Wow.
And AJ Styles showing that, well, maybe all 3 of us are wrong, that he can throw with Chris Hero as strong, if not stronger, and somehow stays on the apron.
I mean, AJ had to know what he was getting in for. He could have been training his boxing with a flying fist right to the face there and a nip up of his own. Little I can do anything you can do.
AJ Styles with another pin attempt, hooked the leg that time. And just able to get that left arm up was Chris Hero. And Hero might have just gotten caught by surprise with that flurry of offense by the champion.
Notice that both competitors are breathing heavily with their mouths wide open, and anyone can tell you that when the competitor's mouth is wide open, they are gassed.
Well, if AJ gets hit with one of those elbows from Hero with his mouth open, he's going to have a shattered jaw. Springboard.
Oh, and on his feet.
Oh, gosh, cravat crusher.
Hero had that well scouted.
And this isn't AJ Styles' first rodeo. We talked about being the current IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He won 19 total championships in his time with TNA, so he has been in some big battles before.
And he's just getting started.
Yeah, but there's something different about the HOH environment. It's almost a very intimidating, live crowd. You almost want to test yourself. Hang on.
Oh, backslide. And a 2 count.
Oh, nice spinning back fist. Oh!
And AJ Styles and Hero trading blows.
Oh, Superman. Whew. That was almost it right there. Hero caught him off guard. AJ almost unable to kick out.
And if you peruse the faces of the fans in the crowd, all the eyes are glued on the ring. No one's looking at their phone. No one's talking to their buddy next to them. They're focused on the wrestling. This is House of Hardcore.
And it looks like Chris Hero's calling for that patented knockout blow.
He's taking the elbow pad off to expose that bone.
Well, AJ Styles throwing some elbows of himself there, Jordan.
There it is.
Did I just see a tooth fly out?
This is it. Oh, why not go for a cover, Chris? That's that HOH mentality.
Oh! There's the knockout blow. Will it be enough?
I don't know how AJ Styles managed to get his left arm up. It may be stupidity.
Chris Hero's going to watch the DVD of this match, and he's going to kick himself for not going for the cover the first time and hooking the leg. Chris Hero succumbed to the House of Hardcore environment. That may prove pivotal.
AJ Styles, he might think he's back home right now, barely able to crawl and get on fours as he has to use the turnbuckle to get himself up onto his feet as Chris Hero helping him out.
Something about champions,
he's a no-man land.
That makes them pull things out of nowhere. Don't count AJ out. Here
what a
we
roll
go.
through! Whoa! And now the pace quickening here, which you would think would give it now.
Nope. Whose shoulders are down? Good job by the left count. Both. And the crowd appreciates it.
Styles kick right to the stomach. He could be setting up for the Styles clash. Hero saw it coming.
Nice.
AJ Styles just able somehow, some way to keep fighting, to keep going.
AJ flew right into the boot of Chris Hero there.
And Chris Hero, what's going through Chris Hero's mind now, Matt? As he's done everything you can imagine to AJ Styles, and he's not been able to put him away.
You can just look at Chris's face, really just thinking about what do I need to do.
And now AJ Styles, AJ turned him inside out. Styles.
He's setting him up for the Styles clash. He's
If he
trying to
can
hook
get
the
it.
arms. Yeah, he got all of that.
Can he roll him through though?
That's it.
And AJ survives.
Guys, get up on your feet and give these guys the accolades they deserve.
What a match. What a win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
The IWGP Heavyweight Champion comes to HOH and in his first match is victorious, but take nothing away from Chris Hero tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first from Detroit, Michigan, the War Machine, Rhino!
And Rhino, he loves abuse. This guy loves taking it, he loves dishing it out.
Now, Vic, take us back, Vic and Jordan, take us back to what transpired earlier tonight. Perhaps we can get into the mindset of Rhino after the next competitor is introduced.
And his tag team partner, the Monster of this.
Well, we saw earlier tonight, we thought we were going to have the competitors in the ring talking to the fans, and obviously some news came down, and then all of a sudden, Abyss took some of the words that Tommy Dreamer said about his home. a little bit to the extreme, no pun intended, and took it out on not just Tommy Dreamer, but also Devon Dudley.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Devon!
And Devon, he was supposed to be facing Tommy Dreamer tonight. Abyss attacks both of them, and then out of nowhere comes Rhino to drop Tommy Dreamer and then jump on Devon.
And his tag team partner, from Yonkers, New York, he is the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer.
Gentlemen, you have to ask yourself the question, what type of team will Abyss and Rhino make? Why do Abyss and Rhino decide to join forces against two men that have reinvented this business, Tommy Dreamer and Devon Dudley? Boys, let's fight!
And here we go, just trading blows in the ring. Abyss and Tommy Dreamer. Devon knocks Rhino to the outside, and he's going to go chase after him. There's no rules in this match. It's an old school, extreme hardcore war. And to touch on your point, Matt, it's disrespect.
Dreamer with a flying cross body.
Flying Zeppelin.
As Dreamer throwing some pretty straight fists, and now Abyss jumping on Tommy.
Meanwhile, on the outside, Devon taking it to Rhino.
Oh, the differences and similarities between Rhino and Tommy couldn't be more evident. Tommy Dreamer's just a straight-up tough guy. Arguably, no way. Wow. Fly, Tommy, fly.
Bang. Baseball slide right to the face of Abyss.
I was saying, Tommy Dreamer's just arguably one of the toughest guys you ever want to meet. Everyone knows a guy like Tommy Dreamer. And then there's Abyss. There has to be some deep emotional scarring that forces Abyss to be the way he is. Focus your attention in the ring now. Devon Dudley, arguably one of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time. Rhino, perhaps one of the most powerful men ever to be in a wrestling.
And that patented spinning back elbow, Devon just dropped Rhino with it. And now goes for that Luthez press and is just going to put fists right to the face of the Detroit native and then drops another one for good measure. I have been at all four House of Hardcore, Jordan, with you calling these matches, and I have never seen Tommy Dreamer more focused and more pissed off than he is right now.
And there's also a very thin red thread that connects Devon and Tommy. It's not just ECW, it's not just the Northeast. Both of these gentlemen, trained by WWE Hall of Famer Johnny Rodz. There is something about knowing when to fight and how to fight. And there's only one question left. What's up?
Well, Abyss making sure that nothing is up right now, cutting off Tommy.
Oh, and Rhino coming in with a huge shoulder block. Now Abyss barking orders to Rhino. And what did this match spawn from, Matt, to touch on what you said at the top? Both these guys feel disrespected by Tommy Dreamer. Rhino, as you heard him say, for not being booked on this show, just brought here as a sideshow to sign autographs beforehand. And Abyss, he took some...
Whoa.
Oh, he's singing 3 octaves higher now as Tommy Dreamer. And Abyss took, well, he took things to the extreme with some comments that Tommy Dreamer made about someone close to Abyss. And now it looks like Rhino and Abyss have the upper hand on these two, as Tommy's still hung out like laundry in the summer on, one of the lines. You know that back in the day, the clothesline. Laundry, yeah, the clothesline.
Speaking of, 2 back elbows in the ring. Rhino goes for the cover early here. Only a 2.
And after everything that happened earlier tonight, you think Devon was going to go down that easily? He's got a lot of fight left in him.
It seems that the official discretion, the better part of valor here, is just allowing all 4 men to fight because, heck, that's what we want to see.
That is what we want to see in this old school extreme hardcore war. Oh yeah, just what Rhino needs, a little extra oomph to be thrown in.
You had questioned how well they would work as a team. Right now, they seem to be like a well-oiled machine. Abyss calling for Devon. Definitely something sick going through his mind. Huge splash in the corner, 300+ pounds driving the air out of Devon.
And the crowd is stunned.
Well, when's the last time you saw Devon Dudley and Tommy Dreamer absolutely manhandled like this? Maybe, just maybe, the curtain is coming down on the legacy of Extreme.
You would love that.
No. I'm not going to say anything because maybe one day I'll work.
And then you can say it after.
No.
And now Devon trying to turn it up.
Come on.
Right hands for everyone. Took a little too long. Rhino able to cut him off. Great double team again. Going for the double clothesline. Devon able to duck. Flying double clothesline.
And this might be the opening these two need.
Here we go.
As
Bring
now the
out
toys.
boys.
As
Speaking
now
of
the toys
flying,
come out.
A trash can thrown into the ring by Tommy. And now he's asking for a chair.
Dreamer asking someone from the crowd for a chair. They don't call him the innovator of violence for nothing. As now taking liberties in the ring is Devon with, I believe that's a trash can lid, right to the skull of the 6'8" Abyss.
Ask and you shall receive. Tommy finds a chair.
You know, normally when accessories or weapons are brought in, it favors Tommy and Devon, but let's not count out Abyss's Monsters Ball experience.
He's been in 36 of them. As he just met that chair right on the ramp. And you take a look at Rhino. Rhino from the land of the Extreme ECW is the final ECW World Champion and Television Champion.
Dreamer not satisfied with the chair, grabbing a trash can.
Tommy the Dumpster Drosy. There you go.
I think Duke just got mad if he turns this on.
He doesn't have a DVD player.
Very good
He's just
point.
happy to be mentioned.
Uh-oh. We've seen this before. And Devon gonna go look for him. Abyss out on the ramp. Rhino's out in the ring.
Greatness never dies, gentlemen.
It does not, and hearing that from the crowd was the first time I've seen Tommy Dreamer smile all day.
I think he smiled because the table is being brought in the ring and Tommy knows someone is about to get hurt.
And a huge HOH chant breaking out.
That's right, it's the evolution of Extreme. What was once ECW, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about HOH.
And Rhino might have just saved himself from going through that wooden table, or maybe his partner Abyss.
Every single fan is on the edge of their seat or standing. This match has been insane thus far, and I can only imagine what they're going to do next.
Rhino putting that table up in a very awkward position in this near ring post to us where our vantage point is. And now Devon trying to come back. You know, Devon didn't come all the way here to go through a table.
Might not have a choice. Rhino cuts him off.
Uh-oh. And Devon goes through the table with that gore by Rhino.
Oh, we're not done,
Wait a
boys.
minute, DDT. Oh, Tommy.
Punch right to the top of the head.
Oh, and he gets caught. Black hole slam, center of the ring. And that could be it. I don't know why Abyss isn't going for the pin.
Because he's Abyss and he wants to inflict more punishment. This is what Abyss thrives off of. Some people thrive off of money. Some people thrive off of love.
Well, what else do you need?
Abyss thrives off of violence.
We've seen trash cans. They've been going all around the crowd. They went through a table. I mean,
Hang
what
on.
more
What-
do you need to do?
What's in the bag?
Abyss trying to open some sort of a gray sack.
Guys, can you see that?
There's got to be, those are thumbtacks. There's got to be thousands of them. He's pouring them in the ring. Oh my, and he just tosses the bag.
Guys,
Oh, man.
I owe my entire career to guys like Tommy Dreamer and Devon Dudley. And at some point, you almost start to fear for your friends in this business. How much more can Tommy Dreamer take in his career?
Well, we're about to find
No,
out.
come
Abyss
on,
grabs
Devon,
him by
get
the
up.
throat.
Yes, Tommy's fighting back. I don't mean to pick sides, but at this point right now in the game, Tommy Dreamer here at HOH, his promotion.
Right. Tommy Dreamer is the Chuck Wepner, the
Look at
Jake
this.
LaMotta, the Raging Bull.
Oh, no. No! Abyss! Thumbtacks!
Choke slam onto the thumbtacks.
I just heard you. I don't know if we got to get a.
Oh, no.
1,000. Yeah, I was just about to say 1,000 tacks in the ring, and now a barbed wire board as Rhino just slid that into the ring. How much more damage can be inflicted in this match? When is enough enough?
This was setting up for that power bomb.
I know that. What? Spike Dudley!
There you go, Spike. Get in there, buddy.
Little Spike Dudley coming to the aid of Tommy and Devon.
Oh!
Spike with the equalizer.
Oh! Spike Dudley, presence of mind to sidestep the Man Beast. Get out of the way, referee. Sliced. Bang on the board. The barbed wire ripping the flesh of Rhino. The cover. The count. It's over.
Tommy Dreamer and Devon pick up the win with the assist to Spike Dudley.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the match.